old school. So dope, so fly, no lie. And you know, oh God, I got a feeling that I'm about to need her. I'll be real quick.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Guys, I'm going to do a sound check really quick because I was having a bit of a delay on my end. So, you guys, if you can hear me and it's not buffering, then give me a 1 in the chat so I can make sure that we are all on the same page because I may need to refresh my live. Okay, I see a 1. I see 1. Gospel Glam, what's going on? Rena, what's going on? Coffee Cup, what's going on? Angel, Boss Lady, what is going on? Good people, what is going on? Thank y'all for those ones so I know where we are. Somebody's wife, hey, what's going on? Guys, we got to go ahead and get into this thing. I had to try to get in where I fit in with these lives now. So welcome back. We haven't been up here since Thursday when we had our little conversations on Thursday. And then Sister Girl had to jet on out of town to take care of some business. So now we have all this stuff going on. And before I get started, if I have any certified dimes in here, shout out to you, shout out to you, shout out to you. We got two things main things that I'm going to touch on today. And then I'm going to have a little conversation within those conversations. But the first thing is Mr. Aries, okay? Because like I said, over on this channel, we're going to continue to talk about what happened to those kids who are, well, at least one of them is now an adult. We're going to talk about it. We're not taking our foot off the gas on that one. So that's something that we're going to make sure stays out here in this atmosphere so that the conversations will continue about what we are sure about, the things that we are sure about that we actually got to see with our own eyes, and then the things that are alleged. We're going to make sure we stay on top of these things over here. So we had, people come out. Tiffany came out and made her statement before. From all intents and purposes, I think she has been quiet since that time. I haven't heard or seen anything else that she put out. And Aries made a statement, not so much a professional statement. It was him going, talking about being, the shakedown and extortion and all that stuff. And then he added, and Lizzo didn't help out. He said he was having a bad week. So now we're in a new week. Let's see what he's going to say about this week. Maybe this week is going to be a better week for Mr. Aries. Now, I will say that I have had a chance to look at some videos. I had a chance to read some more comments. And I do have to say that I'm noticing again that pattern with people taking up for Tiffany. They just throwing Aries out there to the wolves like by himself. He has you on your own, brother. You are completely on your own. And some of the comments I'm seeing, a lot of people going back to this is just comedy. Had a back and forth on someone else's channel, a back and forth conversation about the shakedown is real. And I just want to be clear on that. Even if they ask them for $1, it doesn't matter if they ask them for $1 million. You did what you did. And had you not done what you did, then nobody would be able to ask you for anything. Like, that's all I'm saying. So even if they are asking for something, and we know that they are in the process, going through the legal process with the courts right now, they have the right to do so. And I will also say, because I want to make this clear, we can say what we want to say, but at the end of the day, we saw what we saw. So, and I don't think anybody's going to, well, let me take that back. I will hope that no one would want to overlook what happened with these kids and just brush it to the side and just, chalk it up to some comedy. Because if that's the case, then we can just go around shooting people and doing whatever and say, oh, ha ha, look at me, key, ka, joke. And we don't want to even set that precedence. We don't want to put that out there, having people thinking, and we know better, but we know how some people think. Having people going around saying, oh, well, that was just a joke. I didn't mean anything by it. Well, lives have been ruined in the process of your joke. So we're not just going to go and around just doing stuff to people and we're going to chop it up to a joke. I have been putting out there for people to sign a petition. Each time you put it out, it disappears with consent. Oh, really? That is interesting. I remember you saying that before. So I'm going to start out because Aries came out and spoke again. And here's the thing. Now, initially he said that he really couldn't say much because he had been advised by his attorneys, by his counsel, not to say anything, which would be the right thing to do. You go ahead and make your initial statement and you go about your business. But y'all know some of us don't know how to act. And Aries, he has his podcast, he got his space time. He want to put his little stuff out there. So he went and, he doubled down on some things. Now I feel like his narrative is now changing because a lot of people were really on that Lizzo thing initially. And by him coming out before with his previous statement and just saying, the Lizzo thing didn't help. And it kind of toned some of that Lizzo stuff down some because it kind of made people see, okay, so you knew you already had some mess going on. That Lizzo, that just brought stuff out to the public. Like somebody might have made something, publicly so people would know what was going on. But this stuff behind the scenes, this stuff was already going on. So he goes and he makes another statement. This time, he's coming from a completely different angle. And now it's one thing people were saying that Tiffany was a victim. She basically a victim of circumstance, that she caught a stray bullet behind the stuff that was going on with Aries. Well, now Aries has decided that he is going to take a turn and try to change the narrative on this whole thing. And I'm going to let you guys see what he has to say. So I saw this on Self-Talk's channel. So I got to make sure I shout them out because this is their channel. Hopefully they won't come back and do me too bad for playing this channel. I do not own the rights to this video. This video is being shown for education purposes only. You guys take a look at, I'm not going to show the whole thing. I'm just going to show what Aries had to say. And you guys tell me what you think about this whole, this debacle. Going on with Aries, and we will go from there. I don't know, my computer is trying to cut all the way up today, y'all. But we will definitely go from there. I feel like there is a narrative that he's trying to spin. I'm not really here for it, but we're all entitled to say and do whatever we feel is necessary to
I'm nervous as
let me take this back a little bit. All right. It's the Aries.
As much as I'm nervous, as much as I'm nervous, as much as I, in the back of my mind, because I already felt like my career was over before all this. I felt I was blackballed, my shit was over. And I always said, I felt like I was one thing away from the turnaround. But now with this, I'm almost certain that tombstone is written. But something, and maybe this is me being naive, maybe this is me being corny, but from the day my mother had my back and groomed me into this thing called showbiz. So if
I'm gonna press pause because the irony of him using the word groomed at this particular time, after what they are being accused of, what he is being accused of, the irony of him even using that word. Talk about situational awareness. Talk about being mindful, bro. Like, you are not mindful of the situation that you are in at this time. But I digress. Let's move on.
The woman whose body I came out of says I'm gonna be all right. Be all right.
Dude, I
Now I'm gonna just stop there right there because they added their little extra stuff to that. And let me also give credit to World Star because I see that they have a World Star is giving credit for this clip. And so let me make sure that World Star and Self Talk both get their credit for that particular clip. Now, I'm sitting up here and what I am getting is a victim mentality. Like, that's what I'm getting from this video. Like, all of a sudden, because basically what they were saying is, what he was saying is that he had been canceled. Like, we canceled him. I think I can safely step out on this limb and say that you got to be relevant to the culture with what you're doing in order to be canceled. I don't know that Aries, I know he had his own following, but I don't know if he reached the level of being attacked by this cancel culture. But that's basically what he was trying to put out there, because this stuff that is happening, all this stuff, and he already knew before this happened. Let's make that clear. He said he knew before this happened that his career was over. So that's telling me that you already had a revelation. You had a revelation. You may not have revealed that revelation to the public, but there was a revelation there. There was something that had you thinking that, as far as you being in front of cameras and getting your name out there, like, this stuff was coming to a real slow creep. So he put that video out there, and I'm like, okay, I feel just like you're playing the victim or attempting to play the victim. And then when you brought his mom into it, and then a little tear action. For those of you that are familiar with the whole Amber Heard situation, that kind of gave me an Amber Heard vibe. Was trying to pull those tears out. That's what I got from it. Again, I may tend to overthink some things, but hey, it is what it is. It does seem like that amongst the masses, like, the story is starting to calm down a little bit. Y'all know how stuff go. A good week, the stuff is really fiery. A lot of people are talking about it, and then it starts to slow down. But I can say that I did see something from Pierre, and he surprised me. I'm not gonna lie, because he sat there all that time before. Y'all, we saw him on Comedy Hype, whatever the thing was, and he was taking up for them. And more so Tiffany, but still taking up for them. So Aries went on his own podcast. He went on his own platform, and he basically left a message for Aries. Now, the message that he left on his platform was completely different than when he was on someone else's platform. And so I'm wondering at this particular time, like, maybe you wouldn't have looked at the video for yourself. I don't know, like, if that's what brought that moment of epiphany for Pierre. But even with that being said, with that being said, he refused to speak on Tiffany Haddish. Everything was put on Aries. I'm not saying that Aries should not be blamed. For me, it was two people involved. That's it for me. It was two people involved. And I'm like, why are we overlooking the fact that there was still another person involved? And had it not been for A, then B would not have taken place. I'm just saying, like, the cover up, had A not happened, then B would not have happened. Just saying that. So let me give you a little bit of what Pierre had to say. Couple words for us, homeboy.
What's up, y'all? I had something on my mind. People been calling me, asking me a lot of questions, so I decided to talk about some things. Comedy's gone through a lot of things. We've lost a lot of greats recently in the last couple of days to months to years. Seems like comedy's under attack. Some people who are doing comedy right now seem to be under attack. I don't know. You know, it's a game I love a lot. That's why I'm talking about it. You know, I live and die for this thing right here we call comedy. Writing it, starring in it, doing stand-up comedy, just even my friends being funny around them. And I've noticed that it's been looked at differently now, you know, and it's been looked at differently recently. That's what the cancel culture has been about. This is more of a shout out to one particular person, but a lot of comics in general. My brother in comedy, Aries Spears, and I know, you know, he's going through something. He's going through a lot right now. I was going to have him on my podcast, and I'm quite sure we're going to delay that, which is fine with that, man. His mental health is more important than being on my podcast right now. But I think he's getting to understand the times that we are in right now. That you can't really say what you want to say like you normally did back in the days. Times have changed. You know, people have grown. People don't accept certain things. Even people from back then don't accept stuff now. And you know, Aries, I've known Aries for years, man. He's always been that dude that y'all see that shit talking. I'm gonna stand on my flag, and this is what I'm gonna talk about. And damn y'all and help y'all. And he liked controversy. But I just don't think he realized, you know, after years and years and years, that's going to catch up with you. Just lately, it has caught up with him. He's a very daring comic, edgy, goes to the edge, and obviously, as we've seen, go over the edge.
He definitely goes over the edge, all the way off the cliff.
Something that's not being accepted right now. It's not being accepted. There's things that people would say. Remember, Eddie Murphy said the F-bomb in his delirious, when he had the red outfit, the F-bomb a couple times. And, you know, today he would get killed for that. Thank God people aren't going back and doing that to him. You know, back then it was accepted. You know, unfortunately, some people think it should never been accepted, but it was.
We're going to press pause because it wasn't accepted back then either. The F-bomb that he's talking about is not the F-bomb that people usually call the F-bomb. Okay, we're talking about the F-bomb that ends with the T. And I feel like there is a bit of some justification going on here. A lot of the things that were said back in the day, people had a problem with it. They just didn't have these platforms like we have now, so they couldn't come out saying everything that they wanted to say. Like, all we got to do now is just pick up a phone, go to a computer screen, like pick up a tablet and get things popping and saying whatever we have to say. So I do think them acting like all the stuff that would get a pass before, we've just switched up the whole game. I don't think that that's so much the case. I think that now it's just like other stuff that's going on in the world right now. Now we have cameras. Now it's lights, camera, action everywhere you go. Anything that you do is probably being recorded by somebody. So now I think that's the major difference with the times changing. And you also have people that felt like they didn't have a voice before, that also now they have more people standing up with them and they feel like they have a voice, and they will call you out. They will put you on Front Street. So I don't know so much if it's changed and the things that were funny before are no longer funny now. I think a lot of people that were younger, I mean, quite surely we have our age, we have matured. So maybe something that was funny to us when we were 17, 18, you're right, maybe it's not funny now. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's so much about this cancel culture when it comes to Aries as it is the people realizing, dude, what you said or what you did wasn't funny. Like it wasn't funny. Yeah, I didn't kiki. It didn't cause any rise in my spirit. It just wasn't funny. I literally, before I came on here, I wanted to make sure that, and right, they had foul language somebody's life, and that's the thing. Foul language and actually doing something to somebody physically. I don't see how the two get compared. Because I actually went and I looked at some of the stuff that Aries was doing. Because I couldn't watch him before. He just did not do anything for me. So I said, you know what, let me go back and just look again. And I watched one of his stand-up shows. And I'm like, your stand-up is based on you offending somebody. Like, if that's all your stand-up is based on, and I even went back and looked at some other videos. There was a video that if he would have done it without trying to be funny, it probably would have been good, because it could have been used as a PSA for neglected children and neglected animals. But even that, he turned into something like vile. So I'm like, I can't. It's like the stuff that you take the stuff that should not be joked about at all, and you try to make a mockery of those things. Like the train of thought is completely different with him, and I feel like that's why he feels like he does not have to take any responsibility for his actions at all. One of the things that I peeped is whenever he did his video, his first statement, he said people have been blowing up his phone, but they don't have common sense. Like they can't see the red flags. So that's telling me you had people that were trying to tell you that you were off course, that your stuff wasn't quite what you thought it was, and you didn't want to listen. And this is one of the things that Pierre, once he did his video and he was going into the comments. So he was commenting on this one because people were like, well, you should have said it to him. You should have called him up. If y'all cool, you should have just called him up. You should have did a video. And he's basically saying, like he said it flat out, if he was taking my calls, then I would have told him face to face. But he's not taking anybody calls right now because he don't want to hear what people have to say. When you're wrong, you tend to, get ghosted. You don't want to hear what people have to say. You want to sit there and you want to wallow in whatever you're wallowing in. And I feel like that's what he's doing at this particular time. Instead of standing up and look, this your stuff, own it. Own it. You say you don't cower down, like you don't do any of this stuff, own it. Own it. You've gotten pleasure out of being the bad boy, in this comedy field and entertainment period. So own it, because he's come for a lot of folks. He's definitely come for a lot of folks. I'm going to go let a little bit more display.
Putting a smile on your face or making you think. It's not supposed to anger you. And, Aries likes to be in that situation where he wants to be funny, but he's willing to anger you to be funny and upset you to be funny. He's really one of the throwback comics, that back then didn't give two shits about nothing and pushed the envelope so far. But today, it ain't the same. And now it's catching up to him. But he has to also take responsibility for some of the stuff he's put out. And I think he's realizing it now, that all that shits and giggles and and talking about people to the point where it seemed like it was mean and not funny. And that's the fine line.
Bullying.
Trying to be funny, but without being mean.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we cross over it wrong and try to come back. Well, if you keep doing it too many times, people are not going to let you come back over and cross over. Example, with the Lizzo thing. It's a different time. Her crew and her group and, the internet time is now. And if you talk about somebody and they like that person a lot, and they want to come back to, to haunt you, they're going to look and find, and as they did, old videos and put you out there, and it is what it is. And if you're not likable, people don't like you a lot, you can really lose out. Some people can get over it, but if you put out so much energy that people aren't really happy with you and happy with your situation, you might have a small niche group that likes you and supports you. That's true. But nowadays, if someone wants to bring you down, they get on social media, it's on. That stuff passes, spreads quickly. When we were coming up back in the 80s and 90s, you could do a joke, and if no one saw it in a club or whatever, just be like, oh man, you heard him say that. That was it from the club. Now stuff goes global. It's online. It's worldwide. So you got to be more careful what you say and do. Do we always, as comics, always make the right move? No. But if you put too much in the bank of negativity, people feel a certain way about you. It's going to come a time where they're like, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear apologies anymore. We don't want to hear it.
I'm going to press pause right here because what he's saying is true. But the only thing, one of the things, the issue that I have with this is that he is addressing the stuff that he says about people, but he's not addressing the stuff on the video. Like, this is what people are, infuriated about. Like, we're infuriated. I'm saying infuriated. I cannot talk today. Like, infuriated about the stuff that we saw with this little boy, and then the other stuff that they allege. It wasn't so much about this stuff with Lizzo. Like, that stuff, it is what it is. Lizzo's a grown woman. She can speak up for herself. We're calling them out, but you're not calling them out for the thing that they need to be called out for. This isn't just about edgy comedy. That went beyond edgy comedy. and that was, again, go back to the conversation that I was having with this person on another channel. They were saying, you know, if the stuff, whatever was alleged, if anything happened, it's like, can we get to the point where we can just get past the if anything happened? We all saw that man rubbing on that little boy. Can we just get past that part? Now, if you are okay with someone rubbing on your child or somebody close to your family, if you okay, and we're not talking about, oh, let me rub you to sleep, a little innocent. If you're okay with some grown, rest behind man that has no relationship with your child, rubbing baby oil on your child in a sexual manner, and then him having the child do the same thing, then do you, boo boo. But yeah, that's not acceptable. So like you talking, but you like completely missing this big behind pink elephant that's in the room, because that's what has people pissed off. That's where the anger is coming from. I mean, okay, they say you shouldn't have said that about Liz or whatever. We're past, the people are past that. People are talking about what they saw in this video. And the people that are coming out, other than Godfrey, the people that are coming out and they're saying something, his peers that are saying something, they're like completely just bypassing this thing. Y'all, I mean, completely just curving this whole situation. And you want to call them out, but you don't want to call them all the way out.
And you got to, you know, you got to lie on that, you know, like I said, lie on that hill, man. That's what it is. I would tell my brother, if it was me, bro, I know you don't like being hated. You may say it. Everyone may say, oh, man, I don't care what people think of me. That's bullshit. Let me tell you right now as a comment. People like to be liked. You don't like to be not liked. What's the victory in being not liked? What's really the victory of being not liked? Aren't we in the business of being liked and putting smiles on people's faces? It ain't about not being liked. Sure, you want to say, I want to do what I do, and if you don't like it, so what? But at the same time, how far will you push it for the sake of so what? And I was him, man. I don't know, Aries. I know you're watching this. Brother. I think a sincere, if you are at that point, a sincere apology video of what you've said and done recently, or maybe making a mistake, saying, you know, for those you hurt, you apologize. Because you did hurt some people. And some people are just going to be angry with you no matter what. But you can't worry about that. You can't worry about people you can't change. You got to go to the people's hearts where you can change and say, man, look.
Are we getting that? He's saying stuff that he's done recently, but we know that what's going on right now is the past coming back to haunt him. It has nothing to do with what he did recently. But he admitted that Aries hurt some people. Well, Pierre is a comic and he comes after people too. So we know that you probably hurt some people too. So I need you to be more specific. It's more specific in your message. And I mean, I appreciate that he's doing this, but stop jumping around the elephant in the room like this stuff did not take place. Tell him to apologize. What is he apologizing for? We can apologize all day, but what are you apologizing for? What does he need to apologize for? How did he hurt people? By just telling jokes? This is the reason why I feel like maybe the message is not getting quite to him like it needs to, because people are dancing around this thing. Like they got the sombrero in the middle and they're having a whole party and everybody dancing around the sombrero. Like, no. Tell him what he did wrong. If you're going to call him out, call him out.
You know, be sincere. Be very sincere. And be sincere. If you're not sincere, don't do it. But be sincere. You know, sincerely apologize for what you have done that has hurt people. If you know in your heart that wasn't your intention to hurt. Because I know it wasn't your intention to hurt people. Your intention was to be funny, but it didn't come funny. It didn't come off funny. And people feel like a lot of times you don't come off as funny. And then after that, man, I'll say, I don't know, man, maybe take a hiatus for 6 months offline or something like that. Maybe go see some help. Maybe somebody can explain to you better than this little video I'm doing of, you know, what you did is not correct 100%, you know, constantly. You know, making the people not feel good through your comedy is not the thing. People want to have joy. They turn to a comedian to, you know, get the stress off of life, not to be teased and talked about. Especially when
now, I can. He's really at this point, he's really trying his best to still be friends with Aries. But y'all know if this was a non-comedian that this stuff came about, and they got so many opinions about everything else, if this was someone who was not a comedian and this stuff came out about them, then this energy would be completely different. The energy would be totally different. Like, what he's saying is true. What he's saying is true, but he's still, I feel like he's still dancing around this stuff. And this is why Aries is coming out trying to play this victim role now, because it's like that's what people are pushing right now. We got some enablers here that are kind of help push this victim narrative on him and Tiffany, and they're completely overlooking the real victims in the whole situation. They're completely just forgetting about them. Oh, it's just about what he says to people. No, it's about what he did. It's not about what he said. It's about what he did. Period. It's about what he did. Bump what he said. It's about what he did. And regardless of whether he got into it with Lizzo and somebody wanted to bring up something about the past, they wouldn't have had anything to bring up had it not happened. Had he not lied to that mom and said he kept that video. Exactly, Angela. He is not addressing the abuse that took place with these kids. So my thing is, I appreciate you even coming out, because he did say he's saying Aries is wrong. He's telling Aries, basically telling him like, bro, your comedy like ain't comedy. Like, you're not funny. You think you funny, but you keep offending people. He goes in and talk about, that basically Aries put himself out there in the industry to be that guy that comes at people, that guy that people don't like. Well, you get what you ask for. You get what you ask for. But the only thing is, when other stuff come out that you thought, just like you said, you may say something in the club years ago and it didn't come back up because everything wasn't recorded and all this stuff. So you can get a pass because nobody knows. Well, now people know. Now people know, and no passes given. We need full disclosure and accountability by Spears and Haddish. Anything else is unacceptable. I agree with that 100%. Why are we doing this dog and pony show at this point? Because that's all that it is. We got a dog and pony show. Tell people what really happened, what you're apologizing for. If you need to seek advice from your counsel, because I'm like, this stuff that he's saying now, I'm pretty sure he didn't run it by any attorneys that he had, because if he had, they would have told him not to say anything. But he's still talking. He's continuing to talk. If you do have some legal representation, you run it by them and ask them what you should and shouldn't say. And just enough. He could have put out a statement, even though Tiffany's wasn't much. But you put out a statement and you leave it alone. But him, he tries to find a way to victimize himself in each thing that he puts out. The first thing he put out, oh, they went and said a whole police department did such and such to them. And I got somebody that said, if you want me to get involved and do that, like you're not, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. And now you come up with this one and now you're the victim. I already knew that my career was basically over. Why did you think your career was over? And he's talking about being blackballed by the industry. Did you blackball yourself? Was it a self-inflicted blackball? Because I'm thinking that a lot of this stuff that you bought on yourself, and even Pierre says it in here, like you bought a lot of this stuff on yourself, bro. It wasn't that somebody like intentionally came after you. You literally brought this to yourself. You wanted to be the bad boy. Y'all do know some people like attention, whether good, bad, or indifferent. Like they like attention. However they got to get it, whatever they got to do to get it, they want that attention. Period. Even if they got to look bad in the process, because some attention to them is better than no attention. And I feel like in this particular situation that this is what we are looking at. And I think that even with this right now, I feel like he's getting a kick out of getting this attention, because you know what? People are going and they're Googling Aries. They're pulling up his videos. Just like I told you, I went to watch some of his videos, because let me see if I'm looking at this man wrong. Like, you're getting that attention now that you would not be getting if this video hadn't resurfaced. So we're looking at it, and Pierre kept, alluding to the idea that he's saying this because he was concerned about Aries' mental health, which is valid. And that's why he said in there that he feels like he needs to go and talk to somebody and get them to help explain so that he'll understand why he's getting this response from people. That's telling me, like, you don't listen to your people when they try to talk to you. If they feel like they can't come to you with it, that you got to go to somebody else. So my thing is, for me, it's a little different. Angela, the only thing that I would say about that, because, I was talking about that case before, to be realistic, when it comes to the young women that were allegedly involved in that, like, I would take victimhood out of that. But other than that, he is a victim. He's like a legit victim. He legit was touched by his sister. He legit was touched by another family member. He legit was touched by a neighbor, somebody close to the family. So, like, technically, he is a victim. Now, is it possible that he victimized some other people? That's a possibility. I'm trying to figure out what Aries' story is, because did somebody do to you what you did to this little boy? Is that what's going to come out in the end? Because he's making himself a victim when it just comes to the industry, but you know what you did to these people. So are you saying that somebody did this stuff to you that you are now doing to somebody else? Like, where is this, coming? Then you're bringing your mama in. You're trying to soften it up by bringing your mama in. Leave your mama out of your mess. Your mama didn't have anything to do with this. Unless she was sitting there filming this stuff, your mama didn't have anything to do with this. Do not bring your mama's name into this foolishness. Because I'm pretty sure you didn't tell her what you did. And let me, because I don't know if his mom is living or not, but don't be putting your mama in your foolishness. Own this. This your baby. You birthed this baby. You conceived this baby. This is all yours. You are the daddy. This your child. So you claim your baby. This you and Tiffany baby. Y'all claim this baby and go ahead and raise this thing and do whatever you need to do. Don't be putting nobody else in your situation, because you should have known better. Now, let me just pivot over to something else really quick, because I'm going to be talking about this thing that's going on right now with Ray J. And I'm looking at the situation that happened with Aries and Tiffany and these kids, and I'm looking at the situation with Ray J. Now, one of the things that I saw with the kids, we had these people that kept coming in talking about the parents. I'm looking at, when y'all gonna say something about the Miss Chris? Okay, what's going on, Miss Fat? Now, that's a parent you might want to say something about. That's definitely a parent that you might want to put a little word and a little prayer on, because if any of these things are true and we actually got to see contracts and stuff like that, and you're sitting up there and you're assisting in creating flicks and going through your daughter's, sex tapes and picking stuff out, like you're helping your daughter come up with a plot to make herself more, I don't want to say more famous, because she wasn't famous at that time, but you're putting a story out there that involves exploiting your daughter. Are we not going to look at that? Now, mind you, she was grown. Now, that is definitely a difference. But if we're going to talk about parenting, are we going to overlook that elephant that's in the room when it comes to that? Because she mixed all up in this stuff. I mean, and some of this doesn't make any sense. Now, I'm going into this because, again, we've been talking about this parents and stuff. And, what about the parents doing this and the parents doing that? I'm like, where y'all at now? Where y'all at for this woman right here? Let her get some of this energy right here. Let her get some of this energy. Well, we got to get some of this energy. And the energy to me is not the same now, because you got Ray J coming out about some stuff that happened. We're going to get into this story. You got Ray J coming out about some stuff that has happened, and you're saying Ray J need to fall back. He's clout chasing. This stuff happened over this many years ago. Let's be clear on something. we are seeing right now that stuff that has happened over 20 years ago is coming back to haunt people. 10 years, 7 years, 15 years. The past is coming back to haunt people as we speak. So we can't say, oh, well, this just happened over whatever number of years ago. When something comes up and makes it current, like what's going on right now, something happened, Chris brought it up on his show, so now you're making it current again. And it involves allegations that could possibly damage someone's livelihood, then how can you tell this parent who's saying that he's standing up, he wants his kids to see him standing up so they won't see him as some type of douchebag? You got somebody like literally standing up saying they're doing this for their kids, and we're going to tell this person to shut up. Are we saying that his money not long enough to be coming after this family? I want to ask the public, at what point, number one, why are we telling somebody to sit there and not try to defend their name? And I'm saying that because people are saying, well, why didn't Aries come out and say such and such? Or why didn't RK come out and say such and such? Oh, you must be guilty, you didn't say something. Okay, well, now you got somebody coming out to speak on behalf of themselves. Like, I'm sitting here talking for myself. I don't want nobody talking for me. So we got a problem with that. Like, we don't know which way we want stuff to go. We got a problem with that. I applaud him for standing up for himself because it's not about somebody merely signing for a tape. The girl alleged that he did things, possibly did things to her while she was asleep. Now you got him looking like a whole creep. You got him looking like a whole creep. So RJ acting like his manager at 100 wasn't the one who brought all this stuff back from the clubhouse. Look, regardless of who brought it out, that's what I'm saying. That the truth is the truth. It's just like the stuff with Aries, and like the truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. But it seems like WAC 100 definitely knew what was going on behind the scenes. He definitely knew what was going on. So I want to get into this briefly, if you will. So the first thing is I'm just going to give like a little quick clip of what he had to say this weekend before he started going all the way in. But the thing is, for me, people act like he's wrong for trying to defend himself. Everybody else can defend themselves, but he is wrong for defending himself because this is something that happened over 20 years ago. When I hear that when I hear this man talking about what happened, and I hear him say that because of the stuff that they put out there, his own business, Raycon, he got to go and explain himself and go and put on this show for them because he was about to get booted off his own board of his own company behind some stuff that some people said about him possibly doing something to her inappropriate. And like, you talking about somebody's livelihood at this point. It's not just about somebody putting a flick out here. And then you made it seem like the man leaked the flick, the flick, like on his own, like he was on some old just erroneous stuff, like he was just being just messy out here in these streets. When y'all did it was a valid deal. You, him, mama, and the company that y'all were doing this stuff with. And the fact that y'all would even sit there all this time. And he sat there and he took the hit for it. I guess that was part of the deal. But one of the things that I heard in this video was, he said up until this point, he felt like he had a gag order over his head. And he went back and looked over the contract and realized, because that's what they were threatening him with. You have a gag order, you can't speak. He went back and looked at that paperwork for himself and realized that there was no gag order in place and that he can speak on what happened to him. Now, here's the thing. You can't keep going around playing with stuff. And right, Carla, for some people, we see that, that's nothing. That's nothing. We are looking at cases right now that people said was nothing, and then somebody else put their eyes on it, and it looked like something that's completely different. So when you're alleging that somebody did something to you when you were asleep, and then not only did they do something to you when you were asleep, then they went out and they put, leaked these videos out here about you, and they were holding it over your head like they were trying to extort you. Like, why is it wrong for somebody to feel like they need to come and defend their name, especially, and this is the thing that I want people to realize too, because I started looking into this too, because I'm like, well, he got the right to defend himself. Why are people telling him to hush? whatever this tape came out, according to the research that I did, they actually filmed the tape. They filmed it in 2002. They actually put the tape out. They leaked it in 2007. Now, according to what I saw, Ray J is 41 at this point, right? So that would have made him, what, 20? Make sure I'm doing my, what year is it now? 2022? He was like 20 years old, I'm thinking, when this stuff came out. And I had to go back and check my math again on that. But he was about 20 years old when this stuff came out. So you're still talking about a young individual. I don't know how old Kim was at this particular time. But we hadn't like the Ray J that did this stuff with them was the same 41-year-old man that's walking around here today. He made a bad decision. He admitted that he made a bad decision. Now, them doing their tape, that's on them. I don't have nothing to do with them doing their tape. But as far as stuff coming out or whatever and how it came out, that there was a mutual agreement on this and how this stuff was going to come out. And the mom was a part of it. And she shouldn't have been unless she had a part in there that we didn't see. There might have been, they said there's another video. Maybe there's a part that we didn't see and the mama was in it too. I don't know. But like, to come after this man with this mess, and he like, basically he played his part. He stayed quiet. But you can only push people so far. And I'll be darned if I'm gonna stand here and let you keep putting stuff out about me and I've been quiet. Like, I know the truth. I know your whole truth. But yet you keep coming out here, you keep throwing jabs at me, putting stuff out here, trying to make it seem like I'm some kind of creep. And now I got kids. Like, I ain't have kids when I did this stuff. I wasn't worried about like that kind of stuff going on. But you want me to be concerned, or they want him to be concerned about her with her kids. But he shouldn't be concerned about how he's perceived with his kids. I need somebody to help me figure this stuff out, because we got a lot of opinions with this parenting stuff. So help me figure this part out. So he's supposed to be concerned about how you and your kids are affected, but bump how him and his kids are affected. And he doesn't have the right to come out and say anything. That's what we're doing. Is that really what we're doing right now? So I'm going to play this first because he came out with this, and then I'm going to play you a little bit because Ray J went in, okay? Ray J went in. Yeah. Everything scripted. Like everything. And that's what I'm saying. You got somebody that's playing their role. That man sitting over there being quiet and letting y'all do what y'all do. Quit bringing him up in y'all mess. You already got the money from it. Quit bringing him up in y'all mess. But now I'm questioning because Ray J put all this evidence out here, right? And Vlad actually had an interview. He had an interview that he did with the person that the contracts were done with. And he did this video a while ago. And he reposted this video. Like, he did a flashback. Like, let me remind you what the person that actually did these contracts said. And he showed that Ray J wasn't lying. But what that thing also said was that somebody, to me, did a side deal, because Ray J saying that they only got $800,000, but that man said that he paid them millions. He made a deal for millions. But what was on the contract with Ray J and Kim was them splitting $800,000. So that tells me that Sister Chris had some backdoor dealings going on that Ray J was not aware of. So this stuff has been going on for a while, but to say again that he can't come out and defend himself, but they can come out saying whatever they want to say. Y'all remember he made his song. People had stuff to say about that. My thing is, so they can make money off of it, and he can't make money off of it. They can make money. They can talk about it on shows and like, you got a whole career off this thing, but he can't capitalize off of it. We got to make that make sense. We got to make that. Yeah, they cut him out. They absolutely cut him out. And he's sitting there talking about they got $800,000 that they split. They got $400,000 apiece. Nah, you got $400,000. You got $400,000. And that's what I like. For me, I don't think he is making it about just them going out, okay, the tape was released. But when you go out there and make it seem like I did something to you, like I violated you, like that's a whole different ball game. And with this stuff happening so long ago and them constantly find a way to fuel the fire, and to me, what it looks like to me is you had a group of people like way back when they knew about this stuff. When you do new shows, you get a new crowd, you got a new audience. Now you got to reintroduce them to this stuff so that they're involved, so that they, are in the know. So now you bring a new narrative to the front. Now you got a whole new group of people that aren't familiar with the stuff that really went down, the people that didn't hear the rumors about mom being the one involved in leaking the tape. Like you got a different group right here. So now you're trying to bring this to this new group, and you expect him not to say anything. He got a right to say something. He absolutely has a right to stand up for himself. I do not understand. And some young lady, I got to read exactly what she said. I had to screenshot that thing. I'm like, are you serious? The young lady said, if Ray J was financially successful, I could possibly listen. But when you look at his BIM and when you look at their IBM, and look at his, it's hard to believe what he's saying. So because they have more money than he has, then they're more believable. What kind of mess is that? What kind of mess is that? And why are we being hypocritical? I'm just trying to understand, because you had the same thing when the stuff was happening with Johnny Depp. People said that he needed to hush. This stuff, and it didn't happen a while ago. Why are you out here talking about stuff? Because it was about clearing his name. It was about clearing his name. I think we got to get out of the habit of telling guys that they can't come out and try to clear their name. If it's like them getting with another man about something, like that's cool. But for me, if it's like something involved, especially something that got a woman involved, like we want people to be quiet. No, you got the right to defend your name. I'm sorry. I don't care who the woman is. You got a right to defend your name. You absolutely have that right, especially when you got young kids. It's one thing all your kids grown, like they understand, like we old enough to understand. You got these young babies that are still coming up in this stuff. Now you got a whole thing that was going on. You got Kanye running around here trying to go and get tapes and laptops and all this kind of stuff. And you weren't being truthful with him either. You were not being truthful with him either. Now you got him out here looking all types of foo-foo and like it's just a lot of stuff going on. But I feel like Ray J has every right at this point to defend himself. He has every right to call them out if what they did. And I'm looking at his receipts. And I'm not big on people, hey, show your receipts. But he literally, he got his receipts on what he's saying. So let's get into this. So this is what he put out. This was his live on Twitter the other day.
Black person, period.
Let me start this back over.
You have fucked with the wrong black person, period. You don't fuck with the wrong black man. Oh, no, you done fuck with the wrong one. I was just gonna handle this shit legally, right? And just hit you in court and just get what I'm deserved from all of y'all being foul and trying to defame me, trying to make me look bad. When you know what's up. In 1 hour, I'm having them send everything I got. We going through receipts tonight, Chris. We going through receipts tonight, Kim. Everything that I playing up. You have fucked with the wrong black person, period.
Okay, so that was his live on Twitter. So for those of you that know, he went live and he took his time. He had time and he aired things out. Okay, he aired things out, and people, oh no, he shouldn't have did that. He's wrong for doing that. This has been this amount of time. It's still fresh when they keep putting it out there. It's still fresh. It's still fresh. And you just had the mom go on a late night TV show, and I like the dude on the show. I wish he wouldn't have fed into this stuff, and she's saying, he asked about that, and she said she took a lie detector test, And it showed, he asked her, did she have a part in the stuff with her, the tape being released with her daughter? She said no. The lie detector test determined that she was telling the truth. Lie detector tests do not determine whether or not you are actually telling the truth. That's why they are not admissible in court. Okay, they are measuring. They don't have a man on the inside of the little machine that's moving the little needle. It's not a man and that's saying, oh, that's true. That's true. No, it's measuring your heart rate. It's measuring your breathing. It's measuring a lot of stuff for when you answer a question. That's why a lot of people can get over on lie detector tests, because they understand. Let me remain calm. Let me not have any shift in my behavior. Let me have no. I don't want my blood pressure going up. I don't need it going down. I don't need my heart rate speeding up. I don't need it slowing down. I don't want them to think that I'm actually thinking about the answer. These tests can be manipulated. That's why they are not admissible. You can talk about them, but the evidence from them is not admissible. Because anybody can fool a lie detector test. I'm just saying. You bet I'm using a human that's looking at somebody and detecting whether or not they're lying. That's my own little soapbox. Let me get on. Let me just get on to this whole thing right here, because I'm sitting up here and I'm like, we got to get out of the habit of telling people that they do not have the right to take up for themselves. If that man say he don't have nothing to lose at this point, because this is about his kids. He has nothing to lose at this point. That's how he feels. Then that's what it is. So we're gonna go and we are going to get into it.
Motherfucking games with me. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is that, hit me with the light. What's crazy is that.
Let me pause this for a second. I do not own the rights to this audio or video for this particular footage. This is Ray J doing this live, so I do not own the rights to it. But he intentionally went and did his stuff on his platform so that nobody else would own it. He's not like nobody can. He left it out there. He put it out there for everybody. So y'all just tell me what you think. I'll be reading your comments while this is playing.
I'm supposed to be on vacation. I'm in the Dominican Republic. I'm looking at somebody mama lying and just really just laughing at niggas like, you're gonna try to crush my career, make me look stupid when you know you was the mastermind, and then go out to dinner later and eat with your rich friends, huh? They just say, well, we fucked him over again. We always fucking Ray over. He's our little like a scapegoat when we want to just feel like we like special and somebody hurt us. Like, stop, like, you got me fucked up. I start to think to myself, all right, if you already believe what these people are saying about me is true, then what the fuck am I, what I gotta lose? Then to tell my truth and tell you what it really is, like, and I'm not telling you, I'm telling this, so when my kids grow up, they know the truth. Like when we was young, y'all manipulate us to do this shit. I take full responsibilities for the act. I was lit. We made a fucking lot of money. I get it. But we together, like, y'all really think that y'all was gonna, I don't know. You know what? Here's how I look at it. Your lawyer, Marty, right? Every time somebody talks shit about y'all of this magnitude, y'all always cease and desist. Y'all shut that shit down. Y'all tried to make Black China look crazy, right? Because you felt like you had the facts. Crickets. Kim ain't responded to this at all because she know what she did. And Chris, you know you ran the play. I'm going crazy tonight as far as like my energy, because I'm so like disgusted at sitting back and waiting for what?
I just want to be, did he tell a lie? Because they stay on it. They have not responded. Not that I've seen, they have not responded. And y'all know if it was anybody else, they would be coming after them for this stuff, for putting some stuff out there about them.
Like waiting for what? I can't see the comments. I don't give a fuck about what nobody say. All I care about is my daughter and my son growing up. Like, damn, Pops is 100. Like, Pops would never put anything out without anybody's consent and make millions on their fucking demise. Like, y'all, okay, I'm going to the house. They sending me all the shit I got at the house. They emailing me all these facts. Y'all sued Steve Hirsch, that's a lie. $5 million, you never got $5 million. You can't print those documents up. They don't exist. You never got no money from Steve. You got $400,000, just like I got $400,000. We signed the contract the same day. You got the same contract I got, except guess what? You rushed me to sign the contract because your mama was rushing me to sign it. So guess what you did? You signed my deliverables in your handwriting, right? Because you was rushing me. So you signed my deliverables. Kim Kardashian got her handwriting and her fingerprints all over my contract. When you look at the two, when you look at my signature and you look at her signature on my deliverables, that shit say sex tape number 1, sex tape number 2, and guess what? The third sex tape or the second they've been trying to play me on, that shit called Santa Barbara Sex. Her mama made us go shoot it for safety. She watched the motherfucker and said, hey, we're going to go with the first one because the first one is better. It gives my daughter a better look than the second one that I made y'all go do. But you watched it and made a decision. And then you get on whatever show you was on and take a lie detector test with a fraud. Like John Rogan. Google what is that?
Let's press pause for a second now. I want to see what y'all got to say about parenting now. I want to see if we got any comments in the chat about parenting. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the energy on this about parents, because if you sitting there and you telling your daughter that she got to go do another tape to have a backup for the tape that was already done just in case the people didn't think it was good enough, and you sitting up there as a mom with a young lady as your daughter, and you like really just sitting there watching your daughter having sex, for one thing, that's an issue for me all by itself. But then you get her to, oh, well, no, that might not be good enough. I need y'all to go and do another one. And then you're negotiating deals on sex tapes. Come on, I need some of this parent energy. I need some of this parental energy that we had last week, y'all, because that math, boy, I tell you, that math don't be mathing sometimes. Juanita and I Ride Solo, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100% because there are certain things that you look for whenever people are lying. And as we go into this video a little bit more, you can kind of tell. Number one, his story is like it's fluent, like it's just rolling. He's distracted. He even tell like a couple jokes in between and come right back to it like nothing has changed. And everything that he says and this rant that he's doing in the beginning of this, he comes back with receipts to show everything that he has said in this. And let me put the timestamp on this because I want to show you guys something really quick, because you heard what he said about the contract. He said that they entered into a contract with this company. And the mom was a part of it. We had 325. The mom was a part of it. She told him to go and do another video. He said that they got they got $800,000 total. He got 4, Kim got 4, 50-50 split on the video. So that's what was put out there. Let me switch this up really quick because I want you guys to check this out real quick. Really, really quick. Let's get into this really quick. Because we have a lot of people that come out and say stuff sometimes. We're like, oh, you lying. Like, stop. You lying now. But then there's sometimes when we see stuff and you see that people are actually telling the truth. So let's get into it. This is not my video. I do not own the rights to this video.
Sex tape business.
But I'm going to play it.
You guys essentially, the celebrity sex tape business.
Right.
You guys essentially own that space.
We've been fortunate and we've been very successful. And I think that along with that success brings more movies our way. So I think it really started with the Pam and Tommy tape. That was the first one that we did. And we sort of got a reputation for knowing how to distribute and how to market. And then there were a few small ones. There was the Janine and Vince Neil tape came after that. But, Kim really broke it wide open. The Kim Kardashian tape was really an amazing phenomenon. And after that, sort of the floodgates opened and many more sort of celebrities felt comfortable.
Well, the interesting thing about celebrity sex tapes is that when you sort of talk to the outside, population, it almost seems like it's presented as this tape leaked and I had no idea how it happened and it's out there and I'm not making any money off of it and so forth. But the reality is, from what I know about the porn industry, is that you can't legally put out anything like that, any sort of, pornography without having everyone sign off, without having licenses, driver's license, identification, and, a bunch of different contracts. That means that everyone's actually involved.
Vlad just got to the meat and potatoes of all of this. They could not, as a professional company, they could not have released that tape without getting the consent of the people that were on that tape. Not one person on the tape, everybody that was involved in that tape. Everybody that was involved. So to go and say that that man leaked that tape and that like he was trying to, it was like some type of revenge stuff or like just whatever kind of BS they putting out there. This is why he's trying to come back and clear his name. Now, Ray J had absolutely nothing to do with this video with this man. But listen to what he has to say.
Well, celebrity sex tapes, they come in all different shapes and sizes, and they make their way to our office in many different ways. And I think what you see is that sometimes a tape will come to us and the person who's in it, the celebrity who's in it, will be upset about it, very upset about it. I think Kim is a perfect example. I mean, she went absolutely crazy.
Okay, so let's talk about the Kim Kardashian tape. Talk about the whole story about how you obtained it and what actually happened afterwards.
Well, it was brought to us by a third party. Felt like the proper paperwork that we needed was in place. That came along with it.
That's the mom.
Now that ultimately wasn't the case, but we went out there and said, look, we feel comfortable releasing this movie. Ultimately, we were able to have a conversation with Kim after much back and forth and lots of legal stuff going on. But ultimately, she agreed to allow us to put out the tape. We paid her several $1 million. It was an amazing investment for us. And I think it worked out pretty good for her as well.
He paid her several $1 million. Now, several million and 800,000 are completely different. Let me check this, y'all, to see if I'm buffering. All right, guys, tell me if it's still buffering. I just did a reset, so you got to let me know if it's still. I think we're good. Okay. Okay. So let's get back into this. Well, that's pretty much what the guy had to say. And it may be buffering because I'm playing Vlad's video, so I don't know. So that's pretty much what the guy had to say about the situation. So now I'm going to go back to, well, let's finish this out.
But ultimately, yes, we need to get an agreement. I think what you see the back and forth in the press is what happens prior to that, when somehow a tape does leak or a tape is stolen and it does find its way to my desk. And then we sort of reach out and say, look, we'd like to put this out. And the reality is, you can decide not to do a deal with us. That's fine. We will walk away and nothing to do with it. But the internet's a fun place, and these things seem to find their way out to the internet ultimately. So why don't you come along for the ride, make some money with it, and perhaps it can enhance your career.
You guys still ultimately own the actual Kim Kardashian sex tape, right?
Yes.
On your website and so forth.
Correct.
I had heard a rumor that she was trying to buy it back. Any truth in that?
Well, we were approached about, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago by somebody who, I don't know who they were representing, but it may or may not have been Kim, who was interested in purchasing the rights to the movie. Ultimately, we didn't make that deal. It wasn't enough money. And I'm not sure what they're really trying to buy. I mean, there were millions of copies out there, either on the internet or on DVD. I'm not sure what that would have accomplished. But yeah, we were approached. It was right before her first marriage to Chris Humphries.
At the time, I mean, now Kim Kardashian is a household name.
Now, we're gonna go from there back to what Ray J was saying. You know, people say he shouldn't be coming out here defending himself, and
so Ray J is saying
he needs to keep quiet and all of this stuff. But I beg to differ at this point. I feel like he has the right to come out and defend his name. I got to get back on the video.
Google John Grogan right now. Look what pops up. First thing that pops up is how to beat the lie detector test. This nigga's a fraud. He don't even have a fucking license. He using somebody else's license.
So they think they could just run that play. Everybody say, "Oh, it's over with," and then they move on with their life and keep shitting on people. Not no more, dog. Like no more, dog. I don't need your fucking money. I don't want you to call me and try to stop me. Like I want to sue you. I want to sue every network. I want to sue the dude that did the lie detector test, the host, because the host didn't know. He doing what he thought was facts. Hulu and all of them said it's gotta be facts that what Kim is saying because it's been this long, obviously. But you fucked yourself because it's not. So now all of y'all owe because y'all putting out false narratives of stuff that's completely not true without me being able to defend myself. You get what I'm saying? And so, like, honestly, like, I was gonna chill. I was just gonna sue y'all and not say shit. And I just kept feeling like, God, like, no. Niggas already don't fuck with me anyway because of that shit. Like, you can't, like, if I was like I'm single now, but, like, if a girl wanted to, like, if she wanted to, like, send me her pictures and shit, right? So I could look at her. They don't even want to because they think I'm gonna put the shit out. You know what I'm saying?
And this is what I'm saying. And Ray J is still Ray J in the midst of all this. This is what kind of lets me know that he's not lying. Because he'll say some old silly Ray J stuff, but he's still going on with this story like nothing is changing, nothing's stopping.
Keisha Cole, she like, man, I didn't forgive you. I forgot about it or whatever, but you my homie. But I always had this dark thing about what you did, so it always made me hesitate on like really fucking with you because of the morals behind the overall situation. So niggas forgot or whatever they did. Let's just move on. Whatever happened, Ray, whatever. Like, no, nigga. Nah, we gonna clear this shit up. Because when I showed her all the facts, she started crying like, man, I'm so sorry that I didn't, like, that you've been going through this shit for this long, dog. Like, y'all been, like, we were done with it. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I moved on, I got kids. Like, fuck it, y'all won, whatever. And then y'all come back and talk about some shit about Roblox and your kids on Roblox and I'm thinking about my kids. Like, Google Roblox and what they responded to when Kim and them said that they saw the fucking Roblox on it. Dog, there's no way you can see Roblox and sex in the same thing because the algorithms don't even print up sex. You can't even put anything like that in there because it doesn't go through. So another lie that people just believe and shit, you know, where it's like, I stuck something up your ass while you asleep? Your ass that loose? Or did I do something that was illegal to you? Which one are you insinuating? Because obviously, how sodomy is how long in the state of California? 25 to life? 25 to life? And you asleep. And I was just fondling with you and recording it. And then you woke up and then it came out. Like, stop playing with me, man. Y'all about to stop playing with niggas.
Let me pause this right here. That's what he's pissed at. Like, people don't get that. You don't go and put stuff out like that about people. Do you heard him? He's talking about sodomy and what the statute of limitations and what the possible like time is for that. Like, you can't put stuff out about people and think they're not gonna come out and try to defend themselves. He has the right to try to defend himself against his mess. Because y'all know people put stuff out there, even if they say it in a joking manner, and the next thing you know, a year or two later, somebody got some charges. Somebody had some charges. So I don't see what the issue is with people that people have with him standing up for himself. I don't get it. Now, the language that he's using, that's all him. That does not reflect the language that is used on this channel, okay? But at this point, it is what it is. He's standing up for himself. This is what we have. Let's go on.
Like, people already feel it. I'm going to ramble all night if I want to. I'm going to the house to show y'all everything I got. Like, look, if I fucking put the tape out on you and you sued Steve Hirsch, why you didn't sue me? You didn't even sue me.
So let's press pause. So the guy that we were just watching on Vlad that said that they had the contract for all that money, allegedly Chris, Kim's mom, went and concocted a story during a meeting, and they said that they sued this guy for all this money for leaking the tape, and that was not the case. So this is what Ray J is speaking on now. He has a point. Why are you suing the guy from the company instead of suing him if you're saying that Ray J leaked it? Ray J was a celebrity, so why didn't you sue Ray J for leaking the tape if he was the one that leaked it? He does have a valid point. Why didn't you sue him? Completely valid.
You didn't sue me for criminal. You didn't sue me for nothing. You didn't sue me for nothing. You know why? Because you, my friend, and Chris were the front runners. How did I meet Steve Hirsch? Kris Jenner, Joe Francis. What up, Joe? Joe is Girls Gone Wild. Shout out to Joe Francis. He the one that connected Steve Hirsch to Chris, and Chris connected me with Steve Hirsch. So, you know, in court, when y'all get subpoenaed, y'all got to tell the truth. It's 4 years with perjury. 4 years, right? Niggas ain't gonna lie for y'all, yo. They not lying for y'all. Like, I'ma get on everybody's nerves that's watching for the night. And y'all can say we still on this old shit, whatever. I ain't even got my glasses on. I gives no fucks about none of y'all. All I care about is Melody and Epic going, that guy's a real one, and he's a good person, and they really tried to do him wrong. He stood up for himself. He stood up for just being young, black, and not giving a fuck. Y'all tried to fuck every black person that y'all been fucking with and put them in the ground. Like, and just ruin their career. Kim talk about, I changed Pete's life. You changed a nigga's life that's been acting all his life and on SNL, but now you God. You break up with him and you feel like you hurt him because you God. Like, you janky, yo. You janky. I know y'all people been calling my phone, trying to offer me a little something to hold off. Nah, fuck you. I'm not picking up y'all calls. I'm not stopping the rain. I got the messages. I'm not money hungry. As you can see, I'm in the DR. I'm in a 40,000 square foot spot. I'm already living. It's not about the money. What it's about is about you being the fucking devil. Like, you're the devil. How can you be 64, come in and say, man, tell Kanye to keep my name out his mouth. It really stresses me out. But you've been stressing my mama and my daddy and my sister and them out this whole time by lying about me for no reason. You already rich. Y'all want to get richer and just fuck a nigga.
I'm gonna press pause for a second because I'm looking at something that is funny to me, and y'all gonna think I'm making a whole joke out of this situation. Brenda, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Juanita, we got some of our dimes up in here. Hey. Let me tell you one reason why I know that he is serious while he's doing this video. Because that joker done rolled around with that cigarette in his hand that whole time, and he ain't lit that sucker up yet. He just sitting there he ain't lit. I don't know if it's a cigarette or how my preacher say cigar weed, but whatever it is, he ain't light it up yet because he's serious. He is serious. I want how many of y'all I want to poll the chat real quick. How many of y'all think he's lying? If you think he's lying, put a 1. If you think he's telling the truth, put a 2. If you think he's lying, put a 1. If you think he's telling the truth, put a 2 in the chat. Lying, 1. Telling the truth, 2. Junior says, you know, that joker, he ain't lit that cigarette up yet. Now he just going. He just spinning it. He ain't light that thing up yet to try to calm down or nothing. you know, with that shaking your knee and stuff, he ain't do none of that. He ain't light that thing up yet. I don't even think he light it up before he get to the end. But I see twos. The Kardashian empire is crumbling. I excuse me. I think this gonna have people looking, and you know, people still gonna do what they do. Like some people care, some people don't. But I think at this point, it's like I said, it's like Johnny Depp. It's like he's just trying to get, you know, the truth out there. Like, stop lying on me. Stop lying on me. You done did this long enough. I gave you a pass. Stop lying.
You're off. Like, for real? I literally was like, yo, I'm just going to sue y'all and I'm not going to ever say nothing. I said something on the Daily Mail because I had to defend myself for my board on my own company, Raycon, because we got women on the board.
Did y'all hear that?
We got women staff.
I want to make sure y'all heard that. Where he had to go and defend himself on the board of his own company based off the allegations that Kim made with him trying to touch her in her sleep or what, like he had to go and defend himself to his board of his own company.
Just fuck a nigga off? Like, for real? I literally was like, yo, I'm just going to sue y'all and I'm not going to ever say nothing. I said something on the Daily Mail because I had to defend myself for my board on my own company, Raycon, because we got women on the board. We got women staff, and they were very concerned about the allegations that Kim was telling me. So I had to tell my truth to save my seat on my own company. Because y'all want to have fun and get ratings. That sex tape shit y'all did on Hulu was the highest rated Hulu ever got. On my demise, though. And then you just laugh about it. Like, Kanye came and got the fucking laptop from me. It was all kind of shit on there. And then you say you got it, and then you come out and say there was nothing on there. Then why are you happy? Why does that put that to rest if I gave you a computer and ain't nothing on there? What the fuck you happy about? You're just doing a storyline so niggas could just be entertained and then you keep moving. Next week, we're going to get rid of him. Next week, it'll be Pete. Next week, it'll be Kanye. Like, no, nigga, it's you. Next week, it won't be me. I don't give a fuck what this does, but this proof that I'm about to show people, I'm going to go from the beginning, like a time. Like, I'm going to go from the beginning of time with this shit. You know what I mean?
And he does.
Hold on. Hey, can we get some more pina coladas and some Casamigos and some hookah? Let's get the chef to, like, tell the chef to cook early. Like this.
Okay, this is what I'm talking about. In the midst of him telling this whole story, this joker asking for hookah, Casamigos, like all this other stuff, and then he gonna jump right back on this story. When I'm looking at something like that, especially if I'm doing like some type of interviewing or something like that, now you ain't lying because this story flowing too much, even with the interruptions and everything else. This story keep right on flowing. It keeps
gonna
right
be
on
an
flowing.
event tonight to like really just like explain like to the people that I love that this shit is not gonna happen no more, dog. Like, I'm so happy I'm not gonna wear my fucking glasses because I don't give a fuck about what none of y'all saying. I love y'all if y'all supporting. If not, I give no fucks, fam. Like, I should have did the math about this a long time ago. Chris Jenner didn't have me spooked. They like, you better not say nothing. You see the contract. I go in the safe. I look at the contract, and I don't even got a gag order on y'all. I don't even gotta be quiet.
Now, did y'all catch that? He was thinking all this time and he was being threatened like he can't say nothing, that there's a gag order in place, until he went and looked at the contract himself, went back and looked over the contract and realized that there was no gag order. There's no gag order. That's why you need to make sure you know what you're signing and read your stuff. But let's carry on.
I told myself, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just be calm and just do this shit. Fuck that. If y'all see my rants before, which I'm not happy about, and y'all think that I'm gonna let this white lady lie on what she did and put together, and I'm gonna just sit back after you know how lit I get and know how aggressive I might be on accident, then you got me fucked up. They talking about, let's do this shit on this station. I'll give you this. This shit is free.
Free
this
99.
Free 99, nigga. This ain't got nothing to do with no money. I don't want no money.
Okay, so that's the other thing that made me feel like he was telling the truth. Because he could have went on somebody's platform and got paid for this story. with him actually showing receipts, contracts, and all that stuff, he could have went on somebody else's platform and got paid for his story. And he decided to do his on his own live so that nobody would profit off of it. He wanted the story out. That's something else that I'm looking at.
You guys have, like, y'all been playing games with niggas too long. And look, when this shit done and I sue y'all for defamation, like, but I'm supposed to be the enemy. Pull all the DMs up, because I only showed a few last time. So niggas can see. I thought I was supposed to be the enemy.
Y'all, these are clips that they put together. So
I'm supposed to be the enemy, right? Why are you talking to me on the DM every day, trying to calm me down and tell me what to say to the press until you get things right? You don't supposed to be talking to me at all. Like, if I'm supposed to be this dirtbag, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, Kim. Like, you not, like, y'all niggas, and Kanye too. It's like, yo, I gave you the fucking computer because I'm like, father to father, bro. Don't tell nobody I gave this shit to you, because I gave it to you personally, me and you. You want to go tell the world you got the laptop from me, and then you saw what was on there and you realized how much people were trying to infiltrate or make money off her, whatever you said, dog. Dog, you's a clown, bro. Like, I'm like, don't tell nobody. Like, now the homie's like, you stupid as fuck, right? We should have got 3-4 million for it. I'm like, dog, it wasn't about that. It should have been, now I learned my lesson. Fucking with clowns. You know what I'm saying? And then after all that, bro, after you take the tape right to them the same day, talking about you was in coach. Nigga, you was in first class in the residence in Delta, dog, with your own shower. Dog, look, first off, you took it back, played a nigga, said, I'll never let them distort us again. When father to father, dog, like we had a combo, dog, I could play the shit that you said to me, bro, and niggas would be like, this nigga is, I almost cried with you. You sitting on the floor, I'm almost crying with you because you telling me that Chris is doing some shit with your kids. That's foul. I'm like, dog, fuck that. I got your back, my nigga. I got your back, fam. You ain't hit me since, dog. Pull up the Kanye West shit. When Kanye West hit me in the hospital. And I'm like, dog, first thing I said when Kanye hit me was, dog, what the fuck you hitting me for, dog? I got kids in a tech company. Why the fuck you calling me about this? I'm so over this. Here, go from right there. This nigga talking about, hold on, y'all can see it right
now. We're gonna press pause because in comes the receipts. In comes the receipts. And hey, look, we just gonna roll with it. Again, I apologize if any of this language is coming across offensive to anybody. I do apologize in advance. But I feel like this is better with y'all hearing it yourself versus me just telling you what happened. I think it's better for you to get a chance to hear and see what he actually had to say for yourself, because nobody can tell their story. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can tell your story like you. And I feel like this is why he did this the way that he did it this weekend.
Right now. Fuck that shit, dog. This shit free for everybody. And after this one, I'm going to keep going all night. I keep getting messages from Kim people, whoever calling me about, let's work out a deal. Nigga, fuck you. I ain't working on no fucking deal. I'm in the Dominican Republic. I don't know what time it is, but I just got lost in the house, nigga, so I don't need nothing from you. I need my name back. I need to be cleansed of all negativity. I need, if I want a girl to talk to, she send me some naked pictures because she like, he good. Ain't not one girl in the history of life that ever sent me a naked picture with this kind of shit going on. And it's a small shit, but it's big because that little stench dark deep down. I don't want that. I don't want that, dog. When we 22, 23, we making shit. How much does it take today? $200,000-$300,000 a month, $400,000. Fuck it. I got a daughter. I got a son, just like y'all. But let's shit on Ray J. Make him look bad. Fuck his family and his daughter. Like, it's all about our kids and our life and we're gonna make him be the worst person in the world so his daughter can grow up and say, damn, Pops, that was kind of foul what you did. No. Like, no. When I think about it like that, I give a fuck how I look, how I sound, what you saying. I'm on y'all heads until all y'all gotta do right now is say, I apologize, Ray. It was us, and we won't let it happen again. We're gonna give you what you deserve. If y'all want to comment, Kim, them, and do it, if not, y'all over with. Because I'm going big. This is just a guy. I'm giving you like the appetizer. Here go me and Kanye's conversation. All right, let's go with it. Here's me and Kanye. I hope they can see it. I don't got my glasses here. Zoom in. Go all the way to the top, though. Look how much me and Kanye talking. Look at all that. This me and Kanye, like, this more, it just keeps going. This me and Kanye talking because I'm trying to help him with whatever he needs help with as a father, and just to show him that I got his back, and I told him the real story about how Kris Jenner didn't put the tape out. So here we go. Yo, no, go back down. It's too fast. It's too fast. Can y'all see it? I'm blind as fuck. I swear to God. That's how big my shit, yo. I swear that's how big my shit is on my phone now. I'm blind as a motherfucker. They blinded me. Hold on. All right. So look at this nigga. Yo, go down a little bit, can y'all see that shit? All right. Yo, it's Ye. I spoke to Wack and he said you still have some tapes. I need to get those back and contracts. Like, he needs to get the contracts back too? Because he don't want, because the contracts that Sim Punch.
Let's press pause. Did y'all see that? And you hear the boy in the background saying, what contracts? Because don't know contracts exist, right? Because it was supposed to be leaked. This wasn't no legally binding thing. It was somebody that sent something off, and they didn't have no contracts in place because it was leaked. It was leaked. So that's why you got the guy. What contracts? What contracts? They're what you mean? So y'all let Kanye, you know what? Let me just let this play.
People to know that she signed my deliverables. So she trying to have Kanye go get the contract that I got back, and he like playing for her, right? He talking about he want the contracts back. What the fuck does that mean, dog? So he goes, can we hop on this? I'm in the hospital. Look what I say to this nigga. Hold on. Go a little faster because these niggas is impatient sometimes. First off, hold on. There I go. I'm like, go down a little bit. I'm the nigga with the substance. No, go back up, nigga. You can't, like, look right here so they can see it. Like, look at my phone. What the fuck you talking about? I got 2 kids in a tech company. Why would I involve myself in this? I'm so past this. Isn't that what y'all want from me? That's where I'm at. These niggas got niggas hating me, thinking I'm fucking crazy. So this is what this nigga put after. Let's not sense, and you know what? It's so crazy because this nigga Kanye like can put up everybody text messages that he talked to, right? And then a nigga like us will do it and everybody will be mad. But get this nigga the glory. Fuck that nigga's glory. Let's talk about it, dog. Y'all can hate me all you want. I'm doing this for my kids, nigga. I got nothing to lose for my kids. Check it out. So let's not use profanity. This nigga tell me let's not use profanity. Let's hop on a phone call later. Wack said you had the tapes in the safe. He lying. Because Wack ain't never said that. Because me and Wack both know that Wack was just playing around because Kris Jenner is the one who made us shoot the second sex tape in Santa Barbara. She made us, we'll get to that because I got all the proof on that too. I got all the emails. I got Kris Jenner. I got Kim walking into Vivid. Kim had on a white dress. I had on a white shirt. We walking into Vivid together with Kris. Like, it's over for them. Oh, this is an appetizer. Go up. I'm assuming you know the full story. This is me being honest. 05, right? How it happened. Who brokered the deal? Who put it all together? ET. All of what I'm. Can you not focus on your phone and just focus on this, please? Like, we live, nigga. For real? Like, fuck your phone. I'm assuming you know the full story from 05, right? How it happened. We already did that. See, you late. Like, you late. Come on, B. Like, you have to understand that all of what I'm going to break down to you out of respect for you being the man of the house, protecting your family, I would do the same, man. I will make sure you safe forever, I promise, if you keep it 100 with me. I'm in the hospital right now. I got pneumonia, so I'm stuck here by myself. Keep going up. Terrible on the prompter. Terrible on the prompter. Kid B, my nigga. He too rich. He over here doing a favor for me. Terrible on the prompter, my nigga.
Man.
Look, I'm here for, listen, I'm trying to be super cool. I just want my name to be clear. I'm here for peace and happiness for my kids' future. That's all I care about. This shit isn't in like, that's all I give a fuck. Let's put it all to rest, bro. I'm in the hospital. God wants this to happen. Absolutely. Let's hop on when you get out the hospital. Listen, I'm gonna be here for a week getting over pneumonia. I'm sober and I'm honest in here, all by my fucking self. And then keep going. Much love, yada, yada, yada. Fuck all that shit. Is it too late to call? Yeah, nigga. I'm up whenever. Keep going. Let me know when. Keep going. My bad, I just woke up. Look how much we talking though. This ain't how they make me look like. They don't make it look like we talking like this. They make it look like I'm just a terrible person. Keep going. Faster. I'm mad at faster, nigga. Listen, I'm on live, nigga. They a lot of people watching. I don't even know how many niggas in here, but it's a lot. So look, great combo. We had a good combo. I trust you, nigga. Keep going past this. We in a fucking lesson, a documentary. This nigga, hold on, go back. This nigga sending me pictures of what he doing. He got models and shit. This nigga in there taking pictures with her and shit. You get what I'm saying? This nigga hitting me, dog. I ain't never talked to this nigga in my life. The problem is, and I'll tell y'all in a minute, dog, what are you doing? What's going on? This is a terrible presentation. Hold on. I told the nigga, because he had the girl in the green, I said, that's it, giving the nigga props. Dog, hold on, I got it. Shit. Come on, bro. All right. Come on, Brandon. Look, we got, listen, here's what's dope about this shit, right? Like we got all night for this, because I'm staying up all night until I fucking finish. Now, hold on, no. All you gotta do is just hold it. I know how to work it. Listen.
Okay, just looking at some of the, like I said, they got the little, he got his little jokes and stuff in between, and then he's still able to come back and jump back on this. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. Why I don't think he's lying. He's too passionate about what he's saying to me. To me, I just don't think he's lying.
15% off your first purchase order. BuyRaycon.com.
And through a commercial up in there.
Until I fucking finish. Now, hold on. No. All you gotta do is just hold it. I know how to work it. Listen, while you at it, if you want some earbuds, go to buyraycon.com. You get 15% off your first purchase order. Buyraycon.com. Back to the show. All right, look. So check it out. These niggas like.
Now I'm gonna pause this. Let's see if this one has the contracts in it. Okay, so this one does not have the contracts in it, but he comes back. Like when he said he was coming back and he was going to be coming back all night, he was dead serious. So he comes back and he shows pictures of the contract, and he also shows where he said that Kim signed his deliverables, and that's her handwriting. He shows that. He goes and he puts a lot of information out there. And my thing is, I'm going to ask again, if he sits there and says nothing, like, I guess that would make him a better man to some people, but what is wrong with him trying to defend himself when he sees somebody out there lying on his name? Because clearly they made a lot of money off this thing. He never denied that. Like, they made a lot of money off this thing. But the narrative that you're going with, saying that he leaked something and went and like violated you and all this kind of stuff, like, you taking this to a whole other level. If you got to tape out, you got to tape out. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know why people pay for that anyway. That's neither here nor there. But why keep pushing these narratives? Y'all had a mutual understanding. Leave the understanding like it is and keep it pushing. Why you got to keep, and it's not so much Kim, because she's not even the one that usually says something. It's usually her mom. Like, why do you keep pushing these narratives about these people? And exactly like he said, you want him to be concerned about your family. What about his family? You don't think his family matters? You don't think, that Chris said that, this is stressing her out, and at 60-something years old, she shouldn't be stressed out. What about his mom? What about his dad? What about his sister? Niece? Like, what about his family? Is there something going on that makes your family better than his family? I don't understand. I just don't understand. And people want to put this behind them. Stop bringing it up. Stop bringing it up. And if you don't want him saying anything, then don't speak on his name. I think that's kind of simple, right? If you don't want him saying anything, don't speak on his name. Now, one of the things that I saw people, they were like, when he was showing the clips and stuff on there, he wrote, scrolled by some text messages with him still hollering at Kim on the little thing, and people were like, oh, he ain't mean to put that out. And here's another thing, and y'all not gonna like this right here, but people say, well, that's what he get for messing with somebody outside of his race. I call bogus on that. You talk to whoever the flip you want to talk to. If somebody dirty, they dirty. I don't care what race they are. If you're a dirty individual, then you're a dirty individual. If you're a thirsty individual, then you're a thirsty individual. Thirsty individuals come in all shapes, sizes, and forms. We're not going to do that. No. They had a little mess going on. Whatever happened. But we should know by now, just looking at other cases, it don't matter if you stick with your own or not. If somebody gonna put some stuff out there, they're gonna put some stuff out there. Let's be honest about this situation. Just stop saying this stuff happened to him because he was dealing with somebody. This stuff happened to him because he dealt with Kim. Now it ain't have nothing to do with what it's because he dealt with Kim and her mama and they had their own stuff going on. It is what it is. But people have dealt with their very own and have had to deal with even worse. Stop the madness. Stop the madness. At this point, this is about this boy trying to get his mess straight for his kids so they won't be out there bad-mouthing him and having his kids thinking all type of stuff about them. Just like when Kim's, I guess, child allegedly saw the tape and she was all upset. And I guess this is how Kanye got involved because her child saw the tape or saw clips or whatever. And they felt like they wanted to try to erase all this stuff. But then you come and bring the mess back up. You bring it back up. You bring it back up. And then but you don't want him saying anything when you bring it back up. Like that's crazy to me. The whole thing is crazy to me. I'm just sitting here and I just feel like at the end of the day, let me see whose video this is right here. Let me check this because I haven't looked at this one. Let me see something.
Playing the backseat. Right here. Like they can't do this no more than me. Even what? You didn't have nothing to do with the sex tape, Chris. Like you a mom. Like you 60 something. Really only played my part. Y'all told me what to do. I said cool. So I'm taking full responsibility of some of the fucked up shit that happened. I was playing my role. Play your role. Soon as the world found out, well, not even the world, because Brandy didn't even say nothing. But as soon as y'all stole all that money from my sister, and the court granted my sister to win, and y'all had to pay my sister back, what, $700,000, something like that. Y'all stole like $850,000 from my sister. This on my kids. Y'all got caught. Y'all was guilty. You had to pay my sister back. Kim like, man, keep my name out of it, right? I'm like, I don't ever want to talk to you again. You stole from my sister. So even though I'm fucking you and the sex tape already out and we like doing what we doing, I can't never talk to you again. After that was it. I became the enemy. Then they started just trying to turn the shit, turn and twist and turn. First y'all steal from my sister, then y'all trying to steal my career. I want to dance with the stars. I want to dance with the stars. But I can't dance with the stars because y'all told Dina Katz how bad of a person I am. So they probably like, oh no, we can't have those kind of, you know what I'm saying? I want to fucking be on Big Brother America. UK was fucking with me. But nah, y'all done blackballed. Man, hey, have you ever heard I hit it first on the radio? No, because Kanye and whoever was with him said, if y'all play that shit one time, you will never get to see us. I don't give a fuck if the song was whack. The shit should have got played one time. You know what I'm saying? Shit still made like $500,000 in 1 week with no radio support in its entirety. But Kanye can get on and diss Amber Rose like she ain't shit and just say bitch, bitch, bitch all the way through, and he good. He Kanye, he can do it. He can do it, but Ray J can't just speak the facts that I hit it first and niggas hit it after me. I mean, shit, I hit it after. I was first. What's the problem? But I'm a bad guy though. But y'all can do the whole Skeet Pete campaign with Kanye like it's okay. That shit ain't cool, dog. I don't give a fuck. Y'all ain't fucking with me anyway. So here's what we doing. I'm just telling my truth. There's a lot of niggas that support, that know what they are really deep down. But until a nigga like me just drive this shit, doing this shit until I'm done. I'm leaving the Dominican Republic tomorrow. I'm coming however you want.
I'm skipping a little bit, try to get to past this part.
Like on Skid Row, like to lie about somebody and their character over and over for fun? Like for fun though. Like what the fuck did Kris Jenner get out of like lying on the lie detector test about her not being a part of the deal? What was that gonna do? What did that do? You know what it did? It put the rest of your family to rest because you know, and Kim told me, I'm going to the grave. I didn't tell Kylie, I didn't tell Chloe, I didn't tell nobody. I'm like, so they all think that I'm just this fucked up person until now they probably like, damn, Ray J said a lot of shit and y'all didn't say nothing. Y'all had a lot to say about Blac Chyna though, didn't they? When they stunned anything anybody say about the Kardashians, they always try to shut them down. Well, Kim, why didn't you comment and respond to what I'm saying now? You should be on your live right now like Ray J is lying. I don't know what he's talking about. Like you trying to talk about the homie Whack. It was because he started it. No, you started it with the bullshit Roblox. Look, you know what? Pull up the Roblox thing that the head of the Department of Roblox put and said, that's completely false. We've never had nobody put that up. I'm throwing that up next. Because everything they say, they be lying about, and then they just try to move on to the next. And then if you see the lie, you saw it, and then people don't pay attention to it no more. That's how we doing shit, y'all. Like, we just letting them lie, huh? Like, I think y'all like to let them lie and Kanye lie and let them just do whatever the fuck they want with people, right? Well, fuck them. Like, they can't do that shit to good people, yo. Like, I'm not letting y'all do that to me. Like, I got a daughter, too. She like, I got kids, I'm sure. I hope, like, don't ever mention your kids without thinking about my kids.
Here you go, right here. Flip the screen for that.
Let's flip the screen for that.
That's right.
That's Roblox, right?
Yep. That's
y'all snappers, they got money, so they'll push this article. All the but the whole time Kim's like, we know they don't have it because I got it in my shoebox under my bed. My mama told us to shoot Santa Barbara thing. You see my fucking hat? You see my hat? What my hat say?
Santa Barbara.
What my hat say?
Fuck it. You know what? They said pull up the Kim K messages.
They said pull up the DMs.
Okay.
Let's pull up the DMs.
Let's go.
We pulling up the Kim K DMs. Now look, on these DMs that I tell Kim, this is in April. I tell Kim, if somebody don't hit me back right now, I'm telling everything. Steve Hirsch, you and your mama and Steve set it up. I ran everything I just told y'all line for line. I ain't talked to Kim in 20 years. Never talked to her on DM, never seen her. But she was playing with me and she know I had the sauce. So I said, somebody better hit me back right now or I'm spilling all the beans and I'm taking y'all down. She hit me right back. 2 hours later, how many followers she got? 300 million? How the fuck you see me in there? You know what? Because you saw the truth in there. And and then you start responding to me and talking to me every day, trying to make sure I'm okay. But you let the people think I'm some kind of sleazeball and some kind of loser. But you trying to make me feel okay and trying to make me not go at Kanye and do this and that. Dog, that's janky as fuck.
Manipulation just going all over the place, ain't it?
And it's okay. And I've been sitting in the cut like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let God do it when it's time. And then there go Kris Jenner, just as dumb as can be.
Let's pull this right here.
Goes and say she wasn't like the front runner for the sex tape. Whoever told you to do that, Kris, you gotta fire them. Because not only did they fuck you, but now I got 1 year statute of limitations for just that. So all I gotta do is find the facts of what you and Kim did. Kim never sued for $5 million. Oh, here go the Kim shit. Oh, hold on. We'll be right back. We're going to show y'all the Kim shit. I'm going to talk some more shit in a minute. Before we get into it, if you need some earbuds, go to buyraycon.com. I had to get it in. You get 15% off your first purchase price. All right, let's go. Let's go to the Kim shit. Hold it. That's Roz and the homies. All right, let's run it. They want to see the Kim DMs. All right, this Kim Kardashian, as y'all can see, this is her fucking site. Down.
That's yours.
I know. Just going. We're playing. Hold on. That's just me going through the phone. I think you just show it right from the computer. It's way better. Show it right from the computer, bro. Right there, just like that. That bitch just like this, nigga. Just like that, nigga. All right.
Let's go back a little bit. Just so you can see this all the way clearly.
Let's just go right through. Nigga, we good as fuck, nigga. Watch this shit. All right, let's go. Now, here's where it starts. Boom. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling her, why are you playing games, Kim? I've been nothing but a team player. We had it all agreement. Now you're trying to drag my name for your new show? That ain't cool, yo. It fucks up my business and relationships. When we sat down with Steve Hirsch and your mom and we planned it all out together, now you really are taking this lie to the next level, making me look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with it, Brandon. I got it. Don't do nothing. Making me look crazy. You know what I'm saying? See, you fucking me up. Don't do that no more. I don't want to expose the real shit that we did, but you're leaving me no choice. Kanye said, he said you wanted the footage, and I gave him all the video and pics and texts for me and you. Because you and I was trying to make things okay, and I was trying to make you feel better. Now I realize this is another promo stunt for you. Unless you reach out to me soon, I'm going to take this shit to the next level, and I'm going to show everything of what we did, all of what we did. Dates, times, our meetings, the whole lie you and Chris planned since the beginning. I got all that. Then it's my whoppers. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just wanting them to try to deny some shit some more. I'm waiting, like, I'm going to show y'all everything, and then I got whoppers. You know what you did. You know what we did. You know what we did. Oh, yeah, hold on.
Date's right there.
Hold on.
Put it right here so that way it can be anchored.
Just do it, dog. I don't like doing this shit. I don't like this shit. Y'all niggas.
He's trying to light that blunt up, so that's why he messing up the whole thing.
Show the dates. Zoom in on the dates.
They see it. They see it.
Nah,
right
they need to see the dates for real. Yeah, shaky as fuck. Hold on, y'all. We ghetto as fuck. Hold on. Take this off of here.
Yeah. All right.
Take it off of there and let's put it right here. All right. This is the most ghetto-ish, like, realization shit you can ever imagine. Don't hold up. Just let me finish. Like doing what I'm doing, so you do what you doing. You bumping into me.
I'm trying to put this shit on there.
God damn, dog. All right, cool. All right, you gonna make me take another commercial break, dog. What are you doing? Where are we at?
Let me put it up.
You heard Snoop? He said, fire the prompter.
Yeah.
God. What the fuck? Where we at, bro?
I don't know why I did that. Here you go.
All right, cool.
Here we go. We're back.
Here we go. I'm hitting play because I screen recorded everything. So this Kim, sorry, go to her shit. I got it just straight off my phone too. Now look how much we've been talking, y'all. Like, look how much. Look at all that conversation. What day is this? What day I hit it? It's April.
Yep.
April 14th.
April 14th, 6:01 p.m. So y'all got the time too.
All right. You see what I'm saying to her? Now I'm telling her if she don't hit me right back, it's gonna be a problem. Now, dog, I know that didn't happen. I know that didn't just happen, bro.
If can't get right
I
with
know
the
that
person,
didn't happen, bro. No, it didn't. It almost did, though. Oh, this is so harsh. Like, bro, never again, man.
y'all know when you feel like you're trying to
Really,
expose
Brandon?
something like this stuff
Really?
never work out
Like,
right.
for real, bro.
It never works out right.
Like, we got 2,000 people in here. I don't know, but
42.
man, all right, fuck that. Where's the other phone? Where my phone? Where my phone? Let's go get my fucking phone, dog. Give me my phone. Brandon, you are relieved of your duty for the day, dog. You are relieved, dog. Like, you got too much money to be playing around with these machines, dog. Where my phone? Let's just get right to it, nigga. Because I don't want niggas to think I'm capping. This shit sound cappy. Dog, like, nah, fuck that. Let's go. Where my phone? Let's get right to it. I'm about to show them everything. We taking too long now. Now I'm getting mad at myself. Let's go. Let's go straight to my phone, niggas. You're not even gonna present it like that. Let's go. Straight to my phone, nigga. Check this out.
Y'all see it? Should pop up first. You Kim Kardashian. Hold on. Hey, if y'all see me live, stop fucking calling me. I'm live, motherfucker. Like, damn. Chill. I'm live. Niggas is calling me on some, like, put my shit on motherfucking airplane mode, dog. For real. I'm trying to go live right now. Type that shit in for me. I'm getting mad because the people waiting to see some shit and then they'll get mad and shit, and this shit it ain't funny. That's some real shit.
She blocked
Right
you?
here.
Why does it look like she?
Nah.
What are you doing?
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, he
Come on,
mistakenly
y'all. Like, what
gave
y'all
out his
doing?
number.
Y'all folding under
So
pressure.
that's why all the phone calls are coming through on the phone, because he showed his
There you
number
go.
by mistake.
No, it's pulling up like a weird ass way.
She blocked
Now
me.
look who in little messy
Oh,
boots
that's
right
dope.
here.
It don't matter if she blocked
So
me.
I guess he
Hold on.
tired of messing with
She
the
just blocked the
family
nigga. She
and
nervous?
going after Jane and
She
John Doe.
nervous
So
right
he
now?
finding
Here we go,
something
here we
else
go,
to
here we
get
go.
in on.
Right there, first one.
Bam.
Slow down. Y'all slow down. That's the problem. Y'all moving too fast. And my
Ain't even letting
phone
you
ghetto
click
as
it.
fuck.
No, I didn't let you.
Like phone, look, my shit. If y'all calling my phone because I accidentally gave my number out, then oh shit, that was a big ass bug. You saw that shit? What was that? What the fuck was that on my face? That was a bug, huh?
Yeah,
That was like a fuck. I ain't never seen no shit like that. Damn, that Chris Jenner them trying to send everything at me. All right, so let's get to it. I don't want to get nobody number out again. What's your code? My number is. Yeah. My feet ashy as fuck. All right.
It goes down in the DM. It goes down in the DM. That's a long message.
Cool.
2 of them.
Cause you see, I tell her like, yo, if somebody don't hit me right back, like if somebody don't hit me back about telling lies about me and y'all know what y'all doing to me, if somebody don't hit me back, I'm spilling it all. And then tell everything that happened. My story don't change. And y'all calling me. That's my phone. If y'all calling me, that's my phone. Now, this is just common sense, y'all. This just common sense. I'm gonna turn my phone on. This is just common sense, right? If she never had nothing to do with it, then why would you even fucking respond? Oh yeah, it's Ray J. If you don't know who this is. 2 hours later. 2 hours
I'm
later.
sorry, I'm only saying you're above DMs.
2 hours later.
I am happy
Why are you
to
sorry?
hear that you're doing well.
If I'm the wrong person, why are you sorry for anything?
I'm a
on
deadbeat,
your
right?
beautiful family in
I
regards
put
to
this
your
shit
last
out under
message.
without you noticing.
Did you
We
actually
never
watch
talked
the
since. I'm the
episode? Because I
enemy.
didn't say
I
a single
discuss
bad
you.
thing
You
about
don't ever want me around anybody that you
The
do
show
business with.
filmed.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want me to.
He moving too much.
You don't want me to do none of that, do you? But you sorry. Now you're trying to work it out. Now you're trying to play like the Roblox thing was actually real when you heard the spokesperson from Roblox say that's impossible. Right? Now you talking to me. Look at these paragraphs. I'm not even done. I say all kind of shit. But I'm just showing you what she's saying. Like, look.
I completely understand and I appreciate hearing this
I
from
completely
you.
understand all this shit. Like this shit. Just spoke to my team. We will get something back out tomorrow morning and clarify that this was a joke. And then you will have never. I can't read. I'm just like. Nah, I need my glasses on, God. Like, you know what I'm saying? She trying to blame Whack for talking about, you know what I'm saying? Look, when I'm like this, look, everybody wins but me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the bad guy every time. I'm tired of playing the role as a villain. I did it for us in the beginning, but now without your support, it hurts. It fucks me over bad. I hope you really understand. Wow, I had no idea that was supposed to be private. Like, why are you even talking to me if I'm bad? Why are you even having a conversation with me? I know I'm trying to keep the phones dumb high. This phone is like, you know what I'm saying, weird. Just snap a shot of that shit.
I actually thought you and Wack were working together because on his IG it says he's your manager.
Like you trying to blame Wack on something that you already got. Y'all, listen. So y'all told your mom told us to go do what we did in Santa Barbara. That's the only reason why y'all reached back out to Wack is because he put Santa Barbara in the post. Because other than that, your lawyer went on TMZ and said Wack was lying. 15 minutes of fame. Blah 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 blah. That's all y'all kept saying. And then he put Santa Barbara and it changed the game because you know. Like, look, you just keep going. Like, you trying to help me, but then you told me.
I also have a big idea of buying the tape from Vivid.
Come on, y'all.
And we should have a conversation about that if I can make that happen.
Like, look at this shit, dog. Like you talking to me. This
Hold
like,
on.
I told you to hit me right back. I ain't talked to you in 17.
Remember the guy when he did the interview when he was asked, did somebody try to buy back the video? And he said that somebody actually did, but they didn't offer him enough money. I think that's what we have right here. It's simply, let me see if I can back this up so I can read it. The next episode is great for you, and this will be gone in 1 week. I know how press works. The scene in the episode is 30 seconds and it's done. So he's still trying to do what they tell him to do. It simply just shows that Kanye bringing the computer to me and saying he got it back from you and you willingly gave it back. My team will handle that also when the episode goes out. They would give context and background of this info if you would like, because we can make it really positive. So this is over with and people know we want to move in our kids' sake. As angry as you are with Kanye, I would let this go away and not engage, or it will, I guess that's supposed to be, will be worse. And it says, my team will handle and all will be okay.
I'm going to put everything out. Now you're just talking to me. You talking to me like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Look how she look.
Are you comfortable with the story that we are working together to try to have the tape removed from the internet and have it taken off market completely? We both want to protect your children and families, considering hiring a joint attorney. We want to protect your children. I hear you completely. And the thing is, perception-wise, Wack was working for you, and he was the one that started this up again. I am mortified my kids see it and my nephew having to explain it to him. So we're in the same boat here. That story above is powerful and show that we are working together for the future of our children and families to get this
look right here. Are you comfortable with the
to get this
story? We are
out of the internet. He says, but are we really trying to do it? Hold on.
Are working together?
Steve won't allow it, who is a person from Vivid. So we can pretend to do that, but it still probably won't happen. Yo, when I tell you that you got some manipulation going on right here, like these folks, child.
To try to have the tape removed from the internet and have it taken off. Like, look, shit crazy. Like, we both want to protect children and family, considering I hear you completely, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to talk like her, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
I just think the story above is powerful and show that we are okay. We got that already. Okay, so we can pretend to do that, but it still probably won't happen. Plus, won't people say, why is Ray J trying to get it off the internet when I'm the one who put it on the internet in their minds? That's confirmation right there. Doesn't it get extremely confusing? If I'm the one that's supposed to put it on there, then what are people going to say if I'm the one trying to get it taken down? She says, because you grew up. Ain't this about a child? Because you grew up and have a family and people change their minds. Let me call the team 1 sec. I just wanted to be clear with you. If you wanted it out there that we spoke, I can't see that. Something, don't want to create any drama at home. Yeah, he was all over the place with that phone. Okay, but the story that we will work together to speak to Vivid to get it pulled off the air is a bigger story. See, everything is about a story for her. This is benefiting her for their show that they had and show unity and that there's no more bad blood or drama. Child, I got contacts in, but I'm not that good. Let's see. I would talk to my team now, but best bet for everyone to forget is just be positive and only do good dope it. He says, I don't know. I've never spoke to you on phone or seen you in person in over 12 or 15 years. I'm having this convo with you now, but I haven't been able to look you in the eye and really lock in like it's supposed to be. I appreciate you for at least trying to make it better after it got way worse. Can we speak again tomorrow after the episode comes out and figure out the right plan for both of us moving forward? She says something about it's better that it just goes away. Absolutely. It's better that it just goes away. That's fine too. Trust me, it will all go away. Please understand, I didn't want this to come back up and thought you did since Wax said he got it from you. Let's discuss tomorrow for sure. Either way, it will be positive.
I never let them extort us again. And like bossed up, and I'm like, thank you. That's the thanks I get. Like, and she said, please watch the episode because you're gonna be happy when you see it. So I'm like, all right, I'm watching it, thinking they're gonna clear.
Let me go back so y'all can get this because he's talking about the stuff with Kanye. So let me go back and actually let y'all hear this part.
He put Santa Barbara and it changed the game because you know. Like, look, you just keep going. Like, you trying to help me, but then you told me. Look how she trying to, like, come on, y'all. What the fuck is this, dog? Like, look at this shit, dog. Like you talking to me. This just like I told you to hit me right back. I ain't talked to you in 17 years. I said I'm gonna put everything out. Now you just talking to me. You talking to me like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Look how she look right here. Are you comfortable with the story? We are working together to try to have the tape removed from the internet. And have it taken off. Like, look, shit crazy. Like, we both want to protect children and family. Considering, I hear you completely. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to talk like her, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just showing you. Look, she say like she said, I just think the story above is powerful and shows that we are working together for the future of our children and families to get out of the internet. Really? My family too, because I can't motherfucking tell. I can't tell. Not me, but you are really trying to do it or what? Because I said Steve won't allow it. So we can pretend to do all that, but it still probably won't happen. Plus, won't people say, why is Ray J trying to get it off the internet when I'm the one who put it out in their mind? Doesn't it get extremely confusing? She tried to tell me to lie back and say, because you grew up. Because you grew up and have a family and people change their mind. I didn't do shit. Like, you believe in the lie way too much. I just wanted to be clear with you if you wanted to get out that we spoke. I don't want to create any drama at home. Oh, you don't want to create any drama at home for me? I can't tell. I'm a piece of shit. You ain't talked to me in years. But the story that we will work together to speak to Vivid can get pulled off the air is a bigger story and show unity and that there's no more bad blood or drama. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? This in April. This, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, look. I don't know. I ain't never spoke to you on the phone or seen you in person in over 12 to 15 years. I'm having combo with you now, but I haven't been able to. But I haven't. Stop, nigga. But I haven't been able to look you in the eye and really lock in like it's supposed to be. I appreciate you for at least trying to make it better after it got way worse. Can we speak again tomorrow after the episode comes out and figure out the right plan for both of us? Absolutely, Ray. You know, if it's better, then if it's better that it just goes away, that's fine too. Okay, trust me, it'll go all the way.
APZ, what's going on? What's going on?
I don't want this to come back up and thought you did since whack. He got it from you. What are you talking about? Let's discuss tomorrow. For sure. Either way, it will be positive. So she trying to say that the episode that Kanye came back with the computer was positive for me. So I watched the episode, fam. So I watched the episode. Kanye go back with the laptop. She say, wait, how much you pay? He go, pay? I never let them extort us again. And like bossed up, and I'm like, thank you. That's the thanks I get. Like, and she said, please watch the episode because you're gonna be happy when you see it. So I'm like, all right, I'm watching it, thinking they're gonna clear my name, dog. And then all of a sudden they like play it in it. And I'm like, dog, that's some like, I don't know, that was like some gothic, like just dark shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, like shoot a nigga down, like yo, I can't make no sense of this. Like y'all need to bow out now because the more I go, just the more bad it's gonna be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like bonded to this, like you responded to anybody else. That's why.
When I tell y'all he had time,
like, you know what? Because I've been trying to find the right lawyers to like work with me on this. Nobody believe me. They want me to like. They're so like scared of the other thing. I'm like, let me represent myself then, dog, because I'm not afraid of them and I'm not afraid of the truth. So, like I feel like God is like putting everything in perspective. God is the reason why she down here and why the test because He gave me 1 more year statute of limitations to like sue for all of the bad shit they did to me, and now I can sue it for exactly like what you doing lying. Let's get to the facts of what happened. Let's get to the facts of the timeline of when it happened. So all that crying that you did was all fake. All the stuff you said, all the people you lied to all around the world, all the important people that gave you deals, like you cried in their bathroom and shit, like that shit was, you sent them niggas on a ride, yo. Like that ain't fair, yo. Like, and then you try to come back. While I'm just doing my thing, dog. Like y'all made billions. Like
APZ.
That's like $300 million for the company.
Yeah, I got it.
So let me live. Like, I don't even try to go that route with numbers and money and shit. Like, that's not what I do. I'm just doing my shit. And you know the truth. Here you come again, because I gotta get another rating. So Hulu is like, you gotta talk about the sex tape. So I gotta figure out what we gonna do. Roadblocks. And then, oh shit, wax it. Something that's wrong with wax. We can use that. You know what I'm saying? That's perfect for us. And y'all run it. And you get the shit back from Kanye that I told him, don't tell nobody. Give it to you. You go to the back. You look at it. And then you can come out and say, ain't nothing on there. What the fuck kind of what don't even make no fucking sense. What you should be concerned. And then you come out and celebrate. Oh yes, nothing's on it. Somebody was doing that and I was looking for somebody like, so ain't nothing on it, nigga. That's a problem. You get what I'm saying? But it's all just bullshit. Here's the bottom line to this shit. Keep it. If this was real, why you didn't sue me?
Straight up.
Why didn't you sue me? Why didn't I get? That's criminal. Like that's criminal, dog. To exploit somebody that was way the fuck out, right? Me. The question, Your Honor. I'm the one they made the guilty one. They never even mentioned Steve. It's all about me, huh? It's all about me, and it's all about you up top, and wherever y'all want to put, wherever y'all want to run through. I can't run through. I'm coming for what is old. The facts will remain. I got more to show. I got a lot more to show, but I'm gonna leave it at that for a minute, and then it's like we about to, you know what I'm saying? We in the DR. So I'm not gonna let it stress me too much. I'm about to have some fun. But what y'all won't do is leave me no more, Chris. I've never said nothing crazy and disrespectful in that manner to you or to Kim in this situation, even tonight. Just been very very respectful as far as humans, but you guys have fucked me in a way where y'all doing it and it hurts, dog. And it hurts like point where like niggas is real like upset emotionally, and it's just taking a toll. Like I'm not even like I don't want that on me. Like I don't even know who really believe me or what. When I was with what I just know knowing the nigga is like making the nigga something not. And trying to overcome that and leave that shit alone. I remember when the company was like, man, we almost sold it. But the buyers just, it was the sex tape and how they said they betrayed you in it. And what you did was why they didn't want to do it. Not really the tape. It was what you did to her.
And that cannabis is cooking in. It is kicking in at this point. That cannabis and the alcohol is kicking in. Let me see. Go a little bit further.
Like we still here. I got us. And like you can't stop this shit. Like we still here.
He on a whole cannabis and alcohol rant. This man is not lying.
Didn't. Y'all watched a lot of niggas up. Hey boy, TV show.
I was trying to see if they had the contracts in here.
To like the facts are all there. The the blood is the fingerprints. Listen, we about to get lit for. Like I don't want to get mad at. Get our mind right. Like I want to go a little bit more elaborate. It up just a little bit more because it's just so much more within this. I mean, like she DM'd me. I'll show you more shit. I'm gonna show you receipts. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit. Yeah, dog. I wish they really would try to like how could you strategize on that? Like I'm so interested to see what you did. Figure out a way to finagle out of the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck.
All right, I'm gonna stop this right here because this video 3. So if you want to watch the full video, that's J link right there to make sure I give him credit. So I'm gonna drop the link in the. If you want to watch the full video of this. So that link is in the chat. Again, that is J3 that had that video. Link in the chat if you want to go and check it out. Ray just said we can get gangster, we can keep it cordial. How you want to go about it? Y'all, I honestly feel like at this point, I said, people like, why is he saying something about it? As long as they say something about it and keep putting it back out here for present day for the new generation of people that's coming around, for them to get a different version of this story, I feel like he has the right to come back and speak on it. And it sounds like he has been holding a lot of stuff in. And like he said, he played his part. He let them continue to make him the villain. That was the role that he was supposed to be playing. I think it gets to a certain point, just looking at these messages that were in the DM, is like they just wanted him to just continue just playing your part, like know your lane, know your role, and stay in that role. And I think to some extent, like he did grow up and like, look, y'all not gonna keep telling me what to do with my situation. Like I got a family just like y'all have a family. And I mean, just seeing the manipulation behind the scenes. And to be honest, and I hate to say this, but they really were handling Ray J like he was slow, like he just didn't know anything. And I think it kind of spooked them to get the business-minded Ray J. I really think they're running all over the place with this stuff right now, because he may have been telling them before if they didn't do something that he was going to do this, but he never followed through on it. So for him to actually put this stuff out here now and not caring. And I'm saying, guys, you have to know that there is some truth to it. This man went live so many times, put all this stuff out here. He didn't smoke a cigarette. Then he turned around, he's smoking his weed. When that weed and the alcohol start kicking in, y'all know you got the truth serums all right there. So he just going and he putting this stuff out, and it's hard to like even generate the lies, to keep the thoughts together, to get the lies going whenever you got that stuff in your system, that feel good in your system, and the stuff is still, the story is still on point. My thing is, leave the dude alone. We got the same, not the same situation, but a similar situation. Just go and, okay, we made up this story. You already made the money off of it. There's nothing that anybody can do. We made the money off of it. We came up with this story. Or if you don't want to admit that you came up with this story, you know what? We are sorry for dragging you through this, or for putting your name in this. You did what you said you were going to do in the whole situation. Like, just the manipulation. It's the manipulation for me in the comments. The messages that Kim was sending back. Like, everything. She was gaslighting him like a mug. You hear me? I mean, gaslighting for real. She's good. She is really good. She is really good. But I think that there came to a point where Ray J had to show her that he wasn't slow, and she was really handling him like he was intellectually challenged. And I think he may have thought that was cute at the beginning and went along with that mess with her and her mom, just like Kanye did. It was cute until it wasn't cute. It was cute until it wasn't. So that's my thing on that. Like, why do people feel like he's wrong for trying to clear his name was one of the questions that I had. Another thing that I noticed on here is at this point, it's not even about him looking good because he admitted that he was a part of the plot from the beginning. He admitted what his role was in it. He didn't back down. He admitted what his role was in it. He admitted what his role was in the tape. He admitted what his role was with them trying to, get the tape out there and the stuff. And there was marketing that went along with that tape too. So for me, it's I just feel like it's truth time and everything, like the truth all the way around. I feel like there were certain parts in the video, even though he was like joking and stuff like that, I feel like there were certain parts in the video where you could tell that he was being authentic. Like what he was saying was genuine. I feel like he was genuinely hurt. Like, y'all really think I'm stupid? Like, y'all really gonna continue putting stuff out there and making me look bad? I already took 1 hit. I already took 2 hits. I already took 3. Oh, so y'all just want me to keep this going? Like this is what you want me to do? You just want me to keep this going? Just keep doing stuff for you and bump what's going on with me? I don't know why this widget thing just popped up on my screen. Okay. He showed documentation. You guys didn't get it on here, but he actually showed the contract on the live. So he showed the documentation. He showed the text messages with him and Kim going back and forth. He showed the messages with him and Kanye going back and forth, at least on this video. So I don't know. This is my take, and I'm gonna have to split this video, and I'll leave the first part of the video I put about the stuff that's going on with Aries and the Jane and John Doe, and with Aries doing his little victimization spin, and then the second part will just be about this stuff going on with Ray J, so we can have a separate video with that, and this won't be so long. But I feel like he got fed up. He got tired of them making up stuff on him. And yes, him and I don't know if she's his ex-wife now or if they still married or whatever, but they're going through their stuff. And y'all know when you got a lot of stuff going on and that pressure, it bursts pipes. And you get a whole lot of, you just stop giving, you stop giving a what about a lot of things because you don't have any more what's to give. Okay, y'all feel that in. You don't have any more what's to give. And I feel like he sounds like he is at that point in this particular video, like, what y'all gonna do to me now? Y'all already lied on me. Y'all already got me looking bad. And there's also, I think it was an episode, I don't know if it was Love and Hip Hop, whichever show he's on, and him and, I think is her name Princess? Him and his wife or ex-wife or whatever, they were talking, and she told him, she pretty much like encouraged him to go ahead and say something. So I don't know what they got going on, and everybody's filming and doing their thing. So hopefully he'll get some type of monetary gain out of this whole situation since he's filming and got other stuff going on. But you can't keep doing folks any kind of way and not expecting them to say something because it's like, all right, now I done gave you 2-3 chances, like that's it. So that's my take on that. I feel like Ray J had every right to come out. He has the right to come and protect his name and defend his livelihood. We all have that right. And the minute we don't say something and people say, well, silence gives consent, or they quiet because they're guilty. So now you got somebody coming out speaking on their own behalf, and people have a problem with that. But that comes from this never satisfied culture. We definitely got to get rid of that because we're never going to be satisfied with anything. But that's my take on this, guys. That's just what I'm feeling about it. Let me see if you guys got any comments about this thing before we roll up out of here. I just wanted to speak on that really fast. Shout out to all of the certified dimes that are in here tonight. Thank you guys for holding things down in here, especially my dimes that are moderators. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you guys for watching. Again, this is for us to be able to have some, decent conversations, because a lot of times we talk about stuff without actually seeing what really happened. A lot of people didn't see what was going on this weekend with Ray J because they may not be on Instagram or they may not be on Twitter, so they don't get to see this part. They just hear about it later on. So I wanted to make sure you guys had the full picture of what was going on. So if something does come out, by Kim or her family or her team, that you guys get a full view of what they actually had going on, because they got to try to come back with some type of rebuttal for this. I don't know what that rebuttal is going to be, but there has to be some type of rebuttal. They're probably going to say he's crazy or something. Who knows? But there has to be some type of rebuttal that the team ends up issuing for this. So we'll just see. We'll just see. So it is what it is. All right. So we are keeping our eyes, at least I am. My prayers still go out to Jane and John Doe and their mom. I'm hoping that you guys find some healing in this whole situation. Rachel, I hope that you find some healing in this situation, that you get some peace out of being able to release, this stuff that you have been holding on to, because it sounds like you have been carrying a heavy load. So I'm hoping that this release that you're doing right now is going to help soothe things in your mind so that you'll feel better. Lord have mercy. With that being said, again, I appreciate you guys for coming out. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you have not hit that like button, please hit that like button on your way out. Give a girl a little assistance with that algorithm. And yeah, that's it. So if you didn't get anything from this message tonight, you didn't get anything, I got it. Okay, the first thing is, it's never too late to stand up for yourself. I don't care what anybody says. It is never too late to stand up for yourself. If you feel like somebody did you wrong, and stand up for yourself. Don't let anybody talk you out of standing up for yourself. There's a way to go about doing things, but don't let anybody talk you out of standing up for yourself, because you definitely have the right to do that. Number 2, don't be anybody's fool. Don't be anybody's pushover. Don't let people do you any kind of way, because you don't have to. You do not have to let people run over you. You don't. And you shouldn't let people run over you. Ugh. That last point, y'all know what it is. Mind your business. Okay? Mind your business. If the situation does not involve you, then you do not have to personally implant yourself in that situation. And just mind your business. You got your opinions, but don't go and just plant yourself in somebody's situation and have yourself in a mess running behind other people. All right. You guys have a good one. Take it easy. Thank you, Juanita. Y'all take it easy, and I will see you guys next time. Deuces. Bye.